made a shocking discovery today when I was hanging out over at MEUK's Discord server.
Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well, are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well, did you hear what I
I won't make squirm too much.
She's a strong woman, Rizla.
Yeah, I gathered that.
I want Bev to do jail time. I mean, not like years, but I do want him locked up, at least for
what? For what? Being Bev?
We'll call it criminally evasive. Am I upsetting Emma? Because let's just assume he's a genuine retard. Hey, you blind cunt, Emma. You ridiculously polite lady, you. Don't just shitpost me. Bring something of substance. Can you do that, honey? Curved as a bell end.
Morning, Curve. The actual distance of the water level test, if you paid any attention, is going to be at least a mile. Curve, guess what? You sit in here and you talk shit about people all day, every day. You're vile. You're nasty. This is what you do. And then you complain about flat earthers when this is how you spend your life. You do it to all the women. You do it to all the men. You're equal opportunities, fucking vile cunts.
Yes.
Is the point of your life to sit in Gem Panda's Discord and slag people off all the time?
Exactly. You got me now. That's what I spend all my time doing.
Oh, okay.
You're not a very bright person, Bev. I mean, I'm Bev. Emma. You may as well be.
Oh, it's alright. I won't make squirm too much. Very adult of you, Curved.
You
I
are.
see who was being a complete fucking child. That just shows exactly how childish you are. I'm trying to help you out here, Curved, so that people on the YouTube can hear you properly. I didn't realise that was another one of your superpowers. Is there anyone in here who can actually have a discussion and not insult everybody and then turn into a child when they get it back?
I want Bev to do jail time. I mean, not like years, but I do want him locked up, at least for
what? For what? Being Bev?
We'll call it criminally evasive.
Is inert. It doesn't move. It's a dead fucking object. It has no memory, nothing. It doesn't have arms and fucking legs. It can't climb over fucking rocks. You know what I mean? So, no. So all fucking canals have a 5-degree slope. The further the 5-degree slope, the longer the fucking hill, the further the fucking you go down. So that the 5 degrees turns into 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees. Yeah.
Tao. Hey, Tao.
Aye.
Are you trying to pull a chemo entrance?
Yeah, I was going to do a chemo and go, chemo! But I don't know, I didn't have that one, so excuse me on. Here we go. That's a good one, isn't it?
I'm kind of confused.
Hey, with his, before Tao jumped in like that with irrelevance, there was a guy in England tried to cast up just a steam engine wheel, Guy, someone his name is. And the amount of effort from about 5 other people to sandcast a steam engine wheel, it was phenomenal. And this guy casting up a lead ball that size, yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. Wow, how big? 300 and what? 85 pound lead ball. Yeah, he's going to need a big set of balls to cast that, isn't he?
Tao, a 5-foot diameter lead ball.
I know, 5 foot. And what's he going to put that on a boat? Yeah, right. Good luck with that one, mate.
62 inches, he said it was.
He'd get it on it and it'd just fucking collapse and sink.
I wonder how he lift it.
If you built an Egyptian boat with a flat bottom, then he could have carried a ton. But no, it was thick bastard. Used a fucking dinghy, probably. Or one of them old fucking rowing boats you get that go out there, you know what I mean? Them things, as soon as you get weight in the middle, they fold up. They look like fucking, like a giant clam. Comes out of the fucking water and eats you. Then you go down with it. What a downer. Davy Jones locker. See you later. There be some pirates out there. Sorry, I was watching this fucking thing about Pirate Island this morning. I just tried to get that in there. It was actually Drake's Island. It was quite interesting. A couple of guys went out there on a boat, fucking left it too late, and ended up fucking coming back across in the dark, and they all got lost. It's like, you said, fucking idiots, you know what I mean? Fancy trying to navigate a dinghy in the fucking pitch black. Idiots. Anyway, yeah, they got there. They managed it. 4 hours fucking later, but, you know, very strange. Sorry if I blew the lid off your conversation. You know, I tend to do that because, you know, everything that he was talking about really was just like nonsensical. So I had to correct you all on it because the more I hear of this bollocks, the more my head goes, rah! Go on then, whoever that was. That Terror? Or was that, yeah. Did I hear someone say something?
Yeah, I mean, how do people like that are just so funny to me? How does he not realize that people aren't going to catch on to that? I just looked up. I looked up the weight of a steel I-beam, and a 40-foot steel I-beam.
Yeah, you got to go into load-bearing fucking structures and load-bearing, you know, all that sort of shit. It's all fucking weights and measurements and shit, innit? You know, it's only a little bit of math. It's not like fucking, you know, complicated. You know, if you've got some at 2 ton and you want to fucking carry it across something, you're going to have to build that thing to carry at least 3 ton just to keep the safety margins there, you know?
I'm trying to think of like an equivalent thing he told us, like in terms of like a fish story. Like he told us basically that he caught, you know, I don't know, what, fucking Jaws? I mean, I'm trying to think of an analogy here. What size fish did he catch with that story? He caught a blue whale, maybe?
He did, yeah, and it fucking jumped up out of the water, swallowed the cunt, and then he turned into, I don't know, Captain fucking Ahab. I have no idea.
I think that's about what a blue whale weighs, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's just his penis. Have you seen his penis? Fuck me, man. Yeah, they're like 8 foot fucking long and weigh about 7 pounds. You know what I mean? That's some dick.
Damn.
It's probably good to not know so much about animal penises.
Well, you know the
biology generally, but
the how do you fall?
It gets disappointing, man. Trust me.
It does. Oh yeah, women just sort of like say no. Sorry, mate. You ain't sticking that fucking thing in me.
It's just hard to weave into a conversation.
I know. It's strange, isn't it? That's life.
Standing on the station. Did you know a whale's penis is 7 foot? Yeah,
I know.
You just slowly back away. I'll just go and get cigarettes.
Everyone looks at you thinking, what?
Hey, Tal, can you check the chat? Because Bev is asking you for a citation or something.
Maybe a quote even. I don't know what's all this about your and your fucking contraction words in fucking sentences. Come on. Nouns and fucking pronouns. You all know your shit. Yeah. Your is a contraction of you are. It's a contraction word. Get it?
I've got one for English. They use the word presupposition. Isn't any supposition a supposition? They're all either before or after. It's a presumption or a supposition. So some dickhead didn't even get past
just one position. Usually, you usually should have multiple meanings when you say things, or you're just like you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, there's a presupposition.
It's all right.
Well, you know, assumption, then yeah, and then, yeah, well, I don't know. You know, whatever you want to call it.
Well, assumption, presumption, I think is similar, and a supposition. a presupposition, sure, while it does imply it, you just need to say a supposition. You don't need to know where it comes from unless you're trying to dictate a particular narrative, which is a bit of word trickery. Which, yeah.
A bit of word salad, yeah. But like when they're trying to fucking explain how fucking air pressure works with thermodynamics, what the fuck's all that about? Using the second law of thermodynamics. Fucking, I heard some fucking guns say something like reverse fucking air pressure yesterday. I thought, what? That means that you'll be upside down and they'll be upside down and the fucking air would be going up instead of fucking down. I don't get that. Inverted air pressure, he used the word of, yeah, inverted. That was it. I heard someone say, I thought, you can't have fucking inverted air pressure, you nugget.
Did I hear somebody say a canal tilted at 5 degrees earlier?
Yeah, down towards the wherever it's going, yeah.
A canal?
Yeah.
So it tilts which way?
Well, it has to tilt downwards, doesn't it? Because a body of water on fucking level ground will stay still, won't it?
Will it?
Well, yeah, because it's fucking still in it, because it's not going anywhere, it's level.
That'd be horizontal, would it?
Well, if you want to call it horizontal or whatever, it's level, same fucking thing, innit?
What, horizontal and level are the same thing?
Of course they are, they're both fucking flat. Your plank. Do you know what a plank of wood is when it's level? It's fucking horizontal, your plank. Get it? Plank, flat, yeah, plank of wood. They're horizontal and level. Okay.
Are you being sarcastic now, Tao? Or are you trying to be serious?
You're trying to be serious?
I said, are you trying to be serious?
No, I'm just trying to be what? I don't know, maybe facetious towards your answer?
Okay, so the canal tilts at 5 degrees.
Yes.
And it has to tilt because otherwise it would be horizontal.
Yeah, and water flows downhill, mate, you know.
But the water in a canal doesn't flow. That's the point, right?
I fucking hope it does, mate, or else you'd be fucking having no water in it, would you? You nugget. Think the fucking water got there? Do you think it just fucking beamed in?
That'd be a lake then, wouldn't it?
So, you are being serious then?
Yeah, the water does come downhill, nugget, and, you know, it comes down by gravity, you know?
Okay, so the water in the canal has a tilt in it.
Yeah.
At 5 degrees.
The only thing that is flat on a canal is a fucking boat lift. Because that holds a body of water and then comes down to the level of the fucking next canal, releases that body of water and the boat, and carries on going down fucking hill. I mean, what else do you need to know?
Okay. Is this the consensus of the whole server? Have you discussed this with everyone?
How a canal works. Go and ask a
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. I think it's 0.05 degrees, actually. But Bev, don't try this crap shit. If you've got something to bring up, bring it up.
0.05 of a degree.
You're also dude, how'd your Homer Simpson water level experiment go? With a 40 million to 1 margin for error. God.
A what?
Your Homer Simpson water jacket level presumer. 40 million to 1 margin for error.
You know the 1 millimeter out. You mean the auto level thing?
They land out the bottom of those canals with wood and clay to keep them waterproof. So yeah, water flows downhill, mate. Work that one out.
Yeah, I know water flows downhill, but the water in a canal is horizontal because it doesn't flow.
All right, so how does the water get into the canal then? Do they pump it in? Huh? Come on, answer the question.
How does the
water get into the canal? Does it just fucking walk there?
Yeah, a bit comes from rain, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, there is a little bit of rain, yeah, but not all of it. You ever heard of?
It must come out.
You ever heard of undercurrents?
Otherwise, it'd flood the land.
Yeah, you ever heard of undercurrents? Whoever I'm talking to, this guy, whoever he is. Yeah, undercurrents, right? They flow under the fucking water. There are many different undercurrents that rip fucking different ways, you know. You can fall into a canal and get sucked into one of them and fucking go. You're gone. See ya. You know.
In a
You're not a
canal.
very good swimmer.
In a canal.
Yeah, there are undercurrents in canals. Yeah, they're flowing fucking bodies of water. They're not fucking still.
Have you?
Of course, they're flowing bodies of water. They move across the fucking land.
Have you ever seen the Leeds to Liverpool Canal?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not known for its dangerous undercurrents.
It comes up and it goes down. Yeah, that's called the tide.
Not on the canal.
Well, they can lock it in, can't they? They can open a couple of fucking sluice gates, let the river in, then shut it again. Come on, use your brain.
The river.
Yeah, there usually is, like, you know, something connected to a fucking canal that's going to feed it water. Maybe a pumping station or something, but, you know. A reservoir even, you know, but canals just don't fucking grow on their own. You've got to make them.
Nice one, Deborah. Nice one. Love it. That's beautiful.
What, have you never seen a water level?
Was that called How to Make Someone Look Stupid in One Photo?
I know, pointing at a fucking water level in a glass rod. How fucking exciting is that? That's on a fucking on the edge of a reservoir anyway, so obviously there's going to be a water level in there.
On the edge of a reservoir?
Looks like it, yeah. Looks like a reservoir, that.
That's a canal that we're doing it. We're just doing it on the side of a canal.
What the fuck is that? That glass thing's connected to? Oh, it's a tripod, isn't it?
Yeah.
So using a water level on the edge of a canal. Yeah, and what fucking, what was your
we have an auto level looking at that water level. Yeah.
What sort of auto level?
Pardon?
Sort of auto level. A theodolite, a fucking, you know, a spirit level,
and
whatever.
Auto level. Jeez, Tao.
A fucking spirit level's a fucking auto level. You leave it on a piece of wood if it ain't fucking straight,
I was
mate,
just
the bubble doesn't go in the middle, then,
I came in to ask about your 5-degree tilt on canals. Right, so I'm obviously not going to be able to get into a water level discussion with you.
No, you're not. Definitely not. No, because I don't take any of that bullshit you come out with and all that fucking word salad crap.
How much water tilt do you reckon there is in a water level?
Depends which way you fucking tilt it, you nugget.
Or would that be horizontal, the water level?
Not unless you tried making it horizontal, and then how would you know it was horizontal with the fucking ground that you were stood on?
It's a
you'd have
water
to make
level.
The fucking ground horizontal first, wouldn't you?
No.
And then you'd have to make you horizontal.
That's what the two water levels for, Tao. Yeah.
Stood on fucking uneven ground. It's going to be fucking not level, is it?
Okay.
You've got to level your ground first and put a 5-degree tilt in it.
Pretty obvious, Tao. We're not going to get a good discussion with you.
No, you're not. No, mate. No, I'm going to go around the fucking mulberry bush and round the mulberry bush, mate, for days with you. Because you're just going to answer the same circulatory question that you always ask. It's all bollocks. Do you think I've been sat here listening for 5 fucking years to this bullshit, to be sat here and then be questioned by a complete fucking moron about what level and fucking flat is? Yeah, right. Go and sing another fucking tune somewhere or fucking do another dance, because your Michael Flatley routine in here, mate, is getting fucking boring.
Okay. Well, I came in to have a word to see if Curved was in here, because apparently he thinks I should be in prison.
Well, I don't know where you should be. You can do what you fucking like, mate. I don't know. It's your prerogative, your life, your explanation.
Is he in here? Has he changed his name, or is he just not in here?
It's too early. You don't get up while 11 hour time. I don't know what time that is yours.
Oh, he was in here at this time yesterday.
That's Sunday, mate. That was a very rare occasion for fucking Kev to be in here at 8:30 in the morning. He must have shit the bed.
Okay. So, I'm going to go now because conversation's a bit getting a bit aggressive. I don't want to upset you anymore, Tao.
Well, I can cool it right down to nothing if you want. That's easy.
Yeah?
I mean,
well, I might stick around for a bit then.
Yeah. No, I'm not really an aggressive person.
Just wait for he comes in about 11.
I'm aggressive in my answers sometimes, and I'm aggressive sometimes when I come forward because I'm passionate about these things. You know what I mean? They're like, You know, when I know something's right, it's right. And when you're trying to tell me that it's something else that I know that's fucking logically correct, it's like, you break my brain in half. You know what I mean? You like snap something in there. You know, it's like, well, you fucking stop snapping bits of my brain out, please. You know, I need that fucking brain cell there, you know?
Yeah,
So
a guy said that yesterday as well.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever had as a flat Earth apologist.
It.
Dumb Globers snapping my brain on some things.
See, Don, I told you on the fence. A flat Earth apologist.
No, that has nothing to do with like being in conclusion about like on the fence. You know what I mean? Like, but it definitely lets me be certain that 85% of Globers don't know what they're talking about. That doesn't mean I have to be on the fence about the shape of the Earth.
Yeah, well said, that man.
That was well said. That was a pile of bullshit.
Like I said, everybody's fucking prerogatives their own. They look at the fucking world how they want to look at it. If they want to fucking tell other people the world's flat, let them. I don't care. It doesn't make no fucking difference to my life or anybody else's life on this planet what fucking shape it is, really. If it's flat, it's fucking flat. Who cares? If it's round, it's round. Who cares, you know? Just another fucking shape in an abstract fucking world we live in, mate.
Well, Tao, I, for one, care.
Yeah, I also care.
You know, I mean, but if it was flat and there was an edge, would you really go to it? No, you wouldn't. You'd want to stay in the middle, wouldn't you? Because you'd live longer.
You wouldn't care. You'd toe the line. If it was murder or fucking run your mouth, would you run your mouth? Would you really?
Depends on how many guns I had around me and how many tanks and how many fucking planes and ships and fucking armies I had. Then I'd run my mouth, yeah. Because that's what people do when they have fucking big countries and big fucking armies and shit. They run their mouths at each other and then they end up going to war for running their mouths at each other. You know, this is what happens in the world. I mean, there's been one country that's been fucking taking Australia to war for like the last 60 years and he's just one guy and he ain't got an army. I don't know how he's going to do it, but, you know, he reckons he's taking Australia to war, yeah.
Who's that?
Some old fucking guy that's the king of a fucking country that lives next door to you in Australia somewhere or something like that. I'm sure he's Australian.
You mean Hutt River Province? Is that what you're talking
Like
about?
that, around that area, yeah, it could be.
Oh, he declared himself a principality, yeah. He's like probably the first son.
Then he declared war on the fucking nation of the same country that he's in. I mean, how is he going to do that? Fucking idiot. He ain't even got an army.
No, well.
Never mind. You're allowed to declare war if you're a king, aren't you? You know?
Absolutely. I'm just saying, imagine if you're like the lone scientist that didn't have the army but possibly found out the flat Earth. It would be a lot harder to run your mouth.
And he went on the premise that it was flat. Yeah, and he had to fight a battle on a flat world. That'd be like tabletop fucking war games, wouldn't it?
Foosball.
Can I get a citation for the canal 5-degree tilt thing, Tao? Or
why do you just go and fucking do some? Why do you go and do some research on canals and how they're built?
Yeah. Do you not think I have?
It's 2 seconds, wasn't it?
Tao, do you not think I've been doing this for a year?
I don't know how long you've been doing it, mate. 5 years, I think.
No, just this.
Only a year now.
Yeah, just this water level thing. Just before.
Oh, what for it? You've been a fucking year on water level, mate.
Yeah.
What didn't you get?
It's horizontal, right? It's not me that isn't getting it.
It's everybody else.
It's finding a way to prove it.
No, it's finding a way to explain it explicitly.
What?
Explain it explicitly so that you.
What do you mean explain it?
So that you're actually part of it. You know what I mean? Use your neuro fucking logical shit. That stuff, you know.
No, that's not how you do it, is it?
Yeah, well, if you want to become part of any machine, you make sure
testable,
you can feel what
repeatable,
it's doing.
observable.
Yeah. To become part of the land, you've got to feel the land.
So does that water level establish a horizontal, Bev?
Which one?
The one in the chat.
Yeah, in between the two bits of the water level. Yeah, from one end to the other. Yeah.
Well, then how come that horizontal isn't congruent with the horizon?
What do you mean?
How come everything is below that horizontal?
Because you've took that up higher than everything else.
Well, so you went up 550,000 feet with a water level and you tried to do a level with it. And what did you fucking get? Just a level. I mean, well, you will. Because you're only 550,000 fucking or whatever it is. And then you go and try and do a level at that height. Well, it's going to be fucking level, isn't it?
Yeah, you tell them, Tao.
So, I don't know. I mean, what are you trying to achieve by that? I don't know.
Yeah, any answer? What we're going to achieve?
Shows
Well,
that
it ain't gonna come out
the horizon
flat.
doesn't rise to eye level, doesn't it?
Who said it did?
No, they don't rise to our level. They stay on the fucking level of the perspective that you're stood on.
You know, that's how I came into this. I said somebody said something like that, and I said, yeah, the horizon doesn't rise to eye level. It can't.
No, because it's not moving. You are.
No, yeah. It might be an optical effect that makes it look like it does, but it can't rise to eye level.
Fucking just there.
Yeah.
You walk towards it, it moves away from you.
A horizontal surface doesn't rise up in front of you, does it?
No, it moves away from you. The fucking further you get towards
Stays,
it, the further it moves away from
horizontal,
you. all
doesn't
the
it,
time.
Tao? Stays horizontal forever.
Well,
that's what horizontal
horizontal
is.
forever as you go around it, then, yeah. A horizontal circle. That's fucking new. Is that a tangent on the edge of a circle?
Don't know. You just added
You
a
got to keep
circle in,
fucking
didn't you?
tangents all the way around the circle to find your horizontal.
Yeah,
you never do it. You're gonna
Quick
end up with
inject a
fucking
bend in somewhere.
trillion-sided fucking shape. A dodeca fucking billion or something. What is it? A dodeca Google? A dodeca Google, that'll do, yeah. You'd have a dodeca Google, mate.
You're struggling, Tao.
Funny as fuck.
Hey,
It's still
if I
making
may,
eventually,
if
but
I
be a
may-
funny-looking bastard.
Hey, Tao, mate.
Come on,
Hey,
Tao.
before you put up a meme that said that look on your face when you get a spinning ball earth, it'll look something up. So you're not here to prove anything. You're just here to waste people's time. And is that seriously what you rate as an achievement in your level of life? Because, dude, I think you don't need to be looking at us. You need to be looking inward if that's what you think you've achieved, making someone look something up. They get the knowledge. You don't. I think that could be what you call checkmate, buddy.
You talking to Tao then?
But I already had the fucking knowledge, so I don't really need to look out up.
Bev, Tao, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Bev. You
Oh,
put up a
sorry.
meme that said, when you make a spinning ball monkey, look up something. And with a smile on your face, insinuating you're not real.
Yeah, no,
Holy shit.
that's because Jesse Kozlowski said that Belu gave him the inspiration to look for the tilt. Did you not know that?
Who's fucking Belu?
Is that Alien?
He's been talking to fucking aliens now, man. What
Jesse
is going on
has.
in this room?
Jesse
Shit,
has,
man.
yes.
It's getting fucking crazy.
Like,
this
wasn't
shit.
that a joke? That sounds like a joke.
Wow, that sounds like he was serious, actually.
Yeah, Jesse Kozlowski said it when he was talking
Yeah.
to Soundly.
I did actually
do
hear
you know
something
who-
about, yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but I do
Do
hear
you
about
know who
Belu
Jesse
shit.
is, you mong?
That Belu shit's been going around for the last
Hey,
4 or
Tao,
5
you
years. Sorry,
mong.
mate.
Do you know who Jesse Kozlowski is?
I ain't a fucking clue. Some fucking flat earther,
He's a
probably.
surveyor, an actual fucking surveyor.
Oh,
an
is he?
glober. You fucking mong.
And he talks about aliens.
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
he needs to
because
go and see a
most
fucking
likely he was
doctor.
making a joke, right?
Hopefully it was a joke, yeah.
And do you
Making a
even know
joke.
who Belu is? Like what the alien is? Like it is in the fucking concave Earth document that supposedly revealed the concave Earth secret to fucking flat earthers or something.
All
Like,
right.
it's a complete fucking joke.
I see.
So are we clear on
You
that
were
now?
talking out of your ass. I'm sorry.
Well, the wind of change blows in different directions, doesn't it? So if it's blowing out my ass, then, you know.
Yeah, you
it's blowing
can't.
out my ass.
You can't go against Jesse's tilt.
Yeah, the 5 degree tilt. I'm not forgetting that, no.
Tao, I think it might be 0.05 degree tilt. Because if I remember rightly, I was watching a thing on the aqueducts and the Romans managed to get a perfect 0.05 degree tilt for like 7 or 8 kilometres on their aqueducts. So I think maybe, I can't remember exactly. When you said it, that number rang a bell. The Romans. There you go, Bev. The Roman Empire.
That's to get the
Ask him if they
water to flow, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used aquifers and fucking all that.
Doesn't sound like an awful lot. That how far did you say they got that sort of a go for?
No, they fucking built those bastard things that went across fucking the whole of the fucking land.
Hang on, Tao.
Or across it. You know, it's like, wow, that's some fucking engineering achievement that is for their day.
Hang on, Tao. If you got off your ass and actually watched stuff on the Roman Empire, mate, you'd learn a lot of shit. I'm not doing your research. I already know that stuff and find it interesting.
I'm still in fucking 17th dynasty fucking Egypt, man. I haven't got to the Romans yet.
I'm not you, Tao. I'm going to
All
Bev.
right.
So, Bev, if you watch the doco, why come in and ask people about it and say, oh, no, that's not right? Go and watch the documentary.
No,
you can't yell back at it, though, can
Tao.
you? Hey, watch the Romans.
Look,
Someone just brought up the Romans.
Dude,
you just brought up the Roman aquifers. I think that was you.
Yeah.
And then Bev asked you a question, and now you're going to go and do your research. Don't bring it up if you don't want to talk about it.
So I came in because Tao here said about the 5 degree tilt. Now I've noticed that you've tried to change his mind for him, to point out that he's wrong. I know you're doing it very nicely, but Tao's not going to like being told he's wrong, so that's why you're doing it very nicely.
No, I'll accept if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know what I mean? And I'll be re-educated, and if it's 0.5 degrees, then fair enough, but you know what I mean?
I think he said 0.05, you best just make sure. Is that what
is it 0.05 now?
I think that's what he said, but that is, that, like I was about to tell your man here, that's the slope of the water, right? That's the tilt, that they could get the flow of the water to run through the aquifer.
The Nubians
right?
used a 0.04 degree tilt in theirs.
Quenats used a very, very low grade, let's call it. A tilt.
Bring those over the top
or
of the
a
mountain,
slope.
didn't they? Yeah. Into Peru and fucking, not Peru. Yeah, it was actually. It was Petra in Jordan. So, yeah, they had one of those aquifers and it ran all the way fucking down the side of the actual, you know, like crevice and shit that goes into it. The actual walkway, I can't remember what they call it now, yeah, but it runs all the way down the side of there across the top of this mountain, and they build dams and fucking all that sort of shit just to get the water to flow across the top of that. It's fucking amazing. I mean,
Yeah, it has to have a slope or a tilt or a grade in order to flow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Canals don't flow.
But they do.
They don't.
Not a still body of water.
They are.
Well, wouldn't that stagnate and you'll get sick?
Yeah.
From stagnant water?
I mean, all the canals and fucking rivers and shit that I've been on have all been flowing and connected to something.
Okay, so you said you'd seen the Leeds to Liverpool Canal. I guess you haven't.
If the Liverpool Canal's an inland body locked of water, then that's been an inland body locked of water for a reason. That means the city's been built up around it and locked that canal in the middle, just like Gravelly Interchange.
Way back in the 18th century, they decided they wanted the coal bringing from Yorkshire to the docks in Liverpool. So they built a canal to transport that coal.
Why they built that? Well, it was called originally Gravelly Hill Interchange, where all the canal barges used to fucking cross, yeah? But because coal and all that shit, like you just said, was on the go at the same time, they had to build the motorway over the top of the canals. That locked them all into the fucking city. They couldn't fucking do anything about it. So, yeah, they became landlocked. But no, originally,
You're
they all connected
explaining
to the fucking fucking
You're
seeing
explaining now, right now, Tao, why I don't come in here very often, right? I came in to see Curved because Curve said I was being criminally evasive,
whenever you come
and
that's why you don't bother. You only came in today because Emma sent you a message because
No.
Tao's being a goon. Yeah.
no.
Whatever Kev says is
Oh
Kev's
my.
prerogative.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
You heard that.
So again, you're doing it again, right? So I came in.
Dude, hang on. I'll go live now. I'll go live now and show you my messages.
It isn't. That was
Yeah?
a fucking goon.
Don't talk shit.
So whatever you
I
say
didn't
from
fucking
him,
send him a
it isn't
message.
from us.
Rizzler,
Okay.
stop talking out your ass.
What are you on about,
Stop
dickhead?
talking out your ass. I didn't send him a message.
Yeah,
I was sat in
okay.
here
I don't
listening, and
believe
then
you,
Bev
Emma.
arrived.
I don't believe
Great. Right, let's go live
You
now.
speaking
It's not
over
like
each
it's
other
not like you have
doesn't
a
help
track record
anything.
for
Let's
telling the
go
truth, is it,
live,
Emma?
and I'll go through all my messages right now live if you want,
Oh,
and
what?
show you.
Like you couldn't delete anything?
Oh, jeez. Rizzler, grow up, man.
What, Emma? You
You
telling
ain't getting
me
your
to grow up and you
PS5.
think it's fucking flat? All right, love.
No, I don't think it's flat. That's the
Yeah, you
thing.
do.
You make
Yeah,
that
you do.
up.
But
You
you
make
know
that
it's
up.
not a globe, right?
Yeah, that's different to being
No, it's
saying
not.
what
You
you say.
fucking
Yeah, it is.
idiot.
Yes,
Anyway,
it is.
back to Tao and the other goon. Go on.
Yeah, go and buy yourself a PS5, you prick.
I will do if it when they come out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably get a goon to buy it for me.
Wow, you get, oh, please, someone buy me a PS5. Go out and
Well,
buy
you
yourself
really think I was serious about that, Emma?
one. No, you were being a troll to start with.
I was having a laugh, yeah.
No, to start with, you were being an ass.
And you laughed immediately, right?
Back at the beginning, when I
You
first
laughed
came in,
immediately. You
I
laughed
thought, that's
immediately.
nice how the men are going after the victims, but they won't call out Jedi.
And I didn't
but
go
they'll
after
call me out.
anybody, did I? I just said, Emma, can you buy me a PS5? That's all I said, right?
Hilarious. A woman coming into the server and she gets that.
Did I do anything but say, Emma, can you buy me a PS5?
No, that was the limit of your...
That was it, wasn't it? Nothing else. None of the shit what you just said I was doing.
Didn't say you were doing anything about from asking for a PS5. I'm trolling.
You just said that I was trolling you. No, I didn't.
That is
I just
trolling.
said, Emma, buy me a PS5. And we had a joke about it, right?
Fuck's sake, do we have to go back through your messages as well?
Did
Jesus.
we? Did we have a joke about it?
Eventually, when I realised you weren't
The
actually
very
that much
first
of a
day.
prick.
The very first day.
If you say so. I mean, if that's...
Well, that's what's the truth.
You guys know what goes on inside
Don't
a
put
woman's
me in
head
with
better than
you.
women.
I know nothing about 24/7. I don't do that shit.
I'm talking about women. You obviously know what goes on in women's heads. You know how they think. So that's fine. I don't know why you're asking me.
What's this got to do with it now? You're just full of deflection, love.
Finish. Anything else, or can we get back to having an actual conversation?
Is this an actual conversation?
No, it kind of was. But...
Well, it wasn't, though, was it?
Oh, because there's people like you that jump in the conversation.
People like me? Oh, you mean people like Bev? Who just have one trick and you think it's fucking... You think he's onto something because he can say horizontally level fucking 10,000 times a fucking
Okay,
day.
so you're saying now that this server is not welcoming people for conversation. Is that what
Is
you're
that
saying?
what I'm saying? Is
Anybody?
that what I'm saying? Is that
Pretty
really
much,
what I'm
yeah.
saying, Emma?
Pretty much.
Is it? All
Pretty
right, so
much.
you know what all men think then, do you?
This is going
See how I did
out
that?
to
You
YouTube.
fucking
Let the
dude.
audience decide. If
Let
flat
the
Earth
audience
people want to
decide
come in
what?
here and talk to you and have a discussion,
About
let
what?
them
About the
be
Earth
the
not
judge.
being fucking flat?
Why have you got a bloody server called Debate Flat Earth and More? Why are
I
you
don't
in
have
here?
it. What are you on about?
If you don't want to talk about it, why are you
Who's
in
saying
here?
I don't want to talk about it? Again, again, you're just lying.
You're derailing the conversation. Everybody was having a kind of decent-ish
Not
conversation.
everybody was having it. You had Tao and fucking your mongy mate fucking being goons.
And now it's derailed into you calling everybody names.
No,
Yeah,
not
now it went
everybody.
to double mongoloiding. Fucking goddamn.
It's just,
Now it's nothing but goons.
Just let the conversation happen. I mean, if
well,
really,
fuck up
if that's
then,
what...
Lo.
that's not going to entice more people
How
to
about
come
you
in
fuck
here and
up and
talk
let
to
it
you.
happen then?
Well, I'm waiting for you to shut your gob.
Well, you first, bitch.
Oh my fucking god.
So it started.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
You guys are grown-ups. Are you guys grown-ups?
Oh, says the guy with fucking a soundboard. All
None
right,
of us
yeah,
are
man.
grown-ups. We're all fucking children at heart.
Drop your words, solid fucking gif.
Flobber-lobber-lob.
I don't have a soundboard, dude. You got the wrong guy.
Well, all you Aussie goons sound the same to me.
Wow. Is this just the particular conversations that you can't have?
It's you, actually. You really annoy me.
Yeah, I get that. I do. I get that quite a lot from you
I'd love
guys.
to meet you at Leeds Liverpool Canal, actually.
That's nice.
Does Rizzler annoy anyone in this
Bring
room?
your water wings with you.
Oh, and you fucking rubber duck. I'll chuck a fucking bottle of shampoo and you can have a bath and all you monkey cunt.
Wow. So, I came in to let you know
So,
that
you're a
I'm
fucking
not
goon.
being
So
evasive.
you
Okay?
think the earth flat? What a
Not-
fucking monk you
Not
are.
even when you're being like this. People like you lot here.
Direct observations can change your mongy mind.
We're I'm here for when Curved comes. All right. Tell him
Well, you'd be waiting
we've
a
got
while,
we've
haven't
got
you every
we've
time.
got a debate to happen, right? He wants a chat.
There is no debate. The earth is
No.
fucking flat.
Why does he want me in
Why do you
jail
want
then?
to be here?
Just to wear your goonery.
Is it because you don't like the conversation? Is that what it
No,
is?
it's because I don't like you.
Okay. So is that why Curved thinks I should be in jail?
Why are you asking me what Curve thinks?
Because it seems to be like a common thing between you lot. You all talk
You
about me,
lot?
don't you? Yeah.
It's you lot.
You not talk about how you dislike
who's
me.
you lot? Please, who's you lot?
You lot.
We talk
Who?
about you.
Is you lot?
Nah, you're not that fucking interested.
Okay. So it's just the conversation that you don't
Whenever
like then.
you blow up, it's usually in the form of a joke.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll tell Curved he'll have to come out of his little echo chamber here if he wants to chat with us. Because we're not.
You go fucking find him. Go message him.
You fucking dad.
It's going out live. It can all be recorded. This.
Protected by a lot of the mods because you're goonery.
Hello?
I can't hear when you all talk together. I didn't
Well,
hear.
maybe you should shut the fuck up then.
I wasn't saying anything. It was you lot trying to jump on each other
You
to
lot.
say something.
Just DM him. If you got a problem with him, send him a DM. Probably the best thing because people might not convey the message properly. So it's best you do it yourself.
No, he does it. He does it live. Remember, he was the one that said I needed to be in jail live. He didn't send me a DM about it.
Who was that? Give us a link. What the fuck are you talking about?
It was Curved
That's
yesterday.
We don't give a fuck. Seriously.
Well, you're not him, and I wasn't coming here asking for your
Not here,
permission.
so who cares?
Okay, is he not? He's
Try
not.
11:30.
He's not a regular here, then, is he not?
Try about 11:30 our time, UK time, then he'll be up.
Okay. I'll pop back later then, guys. All right.
Oh, I won't hold my breath.
I'll just go on mute for a while.
Okay.
You do that.
That benefit us all. Great.
You can do them as well, so.
Who? What? Gone deaf again, Riz.
What?
What? Yeah, no.
This twin letter phrase is a magic card and also a Michael Jackson lyric.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to hear about Bev's piece of equipment. If you're still listening, Bev, I want to know what you're using. My first thought whenever I heard you doing this experiment was, what's the equipment and what's its tolerance? So that's basically all I want to know. I don't want to get. I'm not trying to get in some long conversation with you, but if you can tell me that, I would be.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about it. Triggers too many people around here when they hear the words. So
Yeah. You shut the fuck up. You do as I tell you, bitch.
Bev, do you know what a datum line is?
I mean, Bev, don't be. I mean, you're gonna let him treat you like that? You're not gonna whip out your big dick piece of equipment and tell me about it?
Measure it. About what, 5 mil?
Well, we did just get told like 5 minutes ago to shut the fuck up.
No, you
Nobody
got
wanted
told
to
it less
talk
than
to us.
30 seconds ago to shut the fuck up.
Well, that wasn't by me, though.
No, I know, but what do you do when the whole room's just like, no, we don't want to talk to you, and then the room goes silent?
We usually stay silent with it, but I can't be asked.
like I say, I came in here to talk about somebody saying I should be locked up for being criminally evasive. And now it seems like you guys don't want to talk.
Well,
it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Talk about it.
It's because you can't.
It's his problem and your problem to sort out together. We are not getting
obviously your problem
yours
as
and his
well, guy.
conversation. Obviously, we'll wait till it happens and then we'll listen. And if we have an objective or a, an understanding or anything like that, then I'm sure we'll fucking put our feelings forward and quite clearly to you.
You don't have a common sort of ground, do you? That's why you're all struggling.
I've been here for like 5 years.
All
So,
struggle with it
here.
individually in different ways.
Not really, no, but I don't really know everybody in here, but I'm like on the general consensus that everybody would probably agree with me, yeah.
No, you have a 5-degree tilt.
Yeah, but I've just been corrected by yourself that it's 0.05 degrees.
No,
so
no. It's horizontal, the water
so
in the canal.
I'm quite happy to go with your idea if you want. I'm not really that fussed.
Well, you already went with the horizontal. Level is horizontal. That was your opening statement, dude.
Well, yeah, level is horizontal. Why do you call automatic levels and then look for a fucking horizontal then, you nugget?
That's what a lot of people say. Right?
Well,
Not
exactly
not
so.
everyone, though.
What's a datum line then?
Yeah, Bev, do you look at the WGS?
Do you look at what a datum line is and why we set datum lines?
Yeah.
There you go, then you know what a datum line is. You found your level. There you go.
It's horizontal. I know.
Yeah, we bring everything from the horizontal level, that we find, exactly, and then we build from that.
Yeah, everything's horizontal at a particular point, but one point's horizontal is not the same as another point's horizontal.
No, because tangents occur all over abstract fucking Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, you go abstract Earth.
They've
Is that?
supposedly already done a thing. The thing is, I'm not smart enough to challenge the data, right? If you want the data, they have it there. It's all freaking open, WGS shit. It's there. All the stuff you're wanting to collect, you can just look at how they've collected it and try to bust it open.
Yeah, do it ourselves. It's a test, right? The only thing you've got to get in your head is like, is a horizontal over a mile possible by surveyors? Is it possible for a surveyor to run a horizontal line for a mile?
I don't think they'd do that. They'd set a piston line first, and then they'd
they
work
say yes.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't
they'll
use
say
a-
yes.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, yeah, all right then.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll say yes that they could
The whole
pinpoint it with the
idea is-
theodolite, a spot. They'll say it's perfectly horizontal.
Oh, yeah, theodolite. I forgot. Yeah, he's using a fucking
Or
data
just to a
ladder.
mark or a water level. I mean, you know.
He's
And
using
people argue it.
He's using a different type of fucking mechanical equipment, isn't he, to a theodolite. Theodolites give you the fucking datum line over a mile, yeah, but that's
Probably,
just give you the level.
probably using a dump level, which is way less accurate than a theodolite.
It is a dump they're using. It's a dump level, yeah.
Who just said that?
Is it?
So,
No, like I said, Beth, that was my first thought when I heard you were doing this. Was
That's why I looked at the
what's his piece
picture.
of equipment? How accurately can we measure his dick? Right. That's my first thought. Are you 6 inches? In the 16th, or are you like 7 7/8? I'm saying, what's the level of tolerance here?
look, dude, you can't get into this discussion here. You'll trigger too many people.
Well,
I'm just asking you, Bev. I'm just asking you the most.
No,
basic
you'll have to
questions
come.
about
You'll have
your
to come
piece
to
of
somewhere where it'll be a bit more civil. You all over talk each other when you get triggered and you hear certain words. It's too much. You know you can't do that here in this server.
Well, it's been a while since I've been in this server and actually talked to a flat earther in this server. So, I mean, I've heard many times.
You don't think I'm a flat earther, do you?
Reasonable. Well, no, you're a globe denier. I mean, that would be more accurate.
Skeptic.
So you stand on the fence?
Globe skeptic.
Well, we're trying to find out. We're trying to do tests, right?
Dickheads like him claim just so that they don't be put in the same category as other flat Earth goons. He is a flat earther, as is Emma and all these other fucking
Yeah,
people.
no,
who
that's
say
just
they-
your
as is
label.
Emma,
Yeah.
That's
and all
your
these other
label,
people
Rizzler.
Who say they deny the globe. They
Just
don't
know, Rizzler.
know it's flat, but they know for sure as shit it ain't a globe,
Yeah,
right?
just keep
How do you
talking.
fucking
Waffle,
know that then? You
waffle,
dumb
waffle.
If you don't know what shape it is, it could be a globe then, right?
Let's measure it, right?
It's been done.
Let's actually measure it.
It's been done many, many, many times.
They did it 2,000 years ago with Stadia.
Stadia?
Yeah.
What's a stadia?
The length of a fucking stadium.
What's that? How big's that?
I don't know how big they fucking built them back then. You go and fucking measure one. I don't know.
It's about 600 in it. But
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's 600 Roman feet, which equals
There you
about
go. So
606.9, I think.
Yeah. But they realised that
equivalent.
The stadia was
But they
a bit
don't.
too small.
They don't
so,
actually
you
know that. I just made that up, didn't I?
Maps.
Did I just make that up?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know what a stadia is, do they?
No, they didn't know the full fucking.
You do nowadays, though, right? Every time you look through an optical device, right, you see stadia hairs. You know that, don't you?
No, never heard of one of them.
Oh, right. Oh, well. Perhaps you should ask your mate Jesse Kozlowski.
What do you mean? He's never even fucking met the guy. Why
I know, he's never even heard of him.
What
is he anyway?
Wait,
Is
did
it
you
just
say
because you're
Stadia?
so squat?
Did you say Stadia was 666 feet?
I don't know.
Right.
No,
No,
it
it's
was.
not
I think it was 600 Roman feet, but they don't know. They're just making it up.
We know the history, and we know why
just make it up. You don't deduce it from any other evidence, do they? They just pull these numbers.
Yeah,
out
they
the
say they
fucking
don't
arse.
know the official dimensions. They say
but
it.
They can give you a good fucking guess. So
Yeah.
they're not just making it up, then, are they?
Yeah, because they don't
No,
know. They say
no,
they
it's
don't
not.
know.
But it's not made up, is it?
No, the Stadia hairs that they use today.
It's a very, very good guess.
Yeah,
from
okay,
the
but then
evidence
it's
that they
not
have.
the same as Stadia today. Like
How do you
modern
know?
day.
How do you know
Because
they don't have it?
Stadia hairs are within
If we
the
don't have
optical
the
device.
If we don't have the exact measurement, how do you know that we haven't guessed it?
So it's regardless of what a stadia is, we've measured the Earth in modern day units, and it's curved.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who's measured it then?
We've also seen it.
But
Direct
who's
fucking observation.
who's measured it though, please?
We've seen
A
it. It
lot of
doesn't
people.
really matter. We've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but that's what I'm all about. You guys know
It
that.
doesn't matter. We've seen it. We've seen the Earth.
Oh,
is
right,
a
so
fucking
you just
sphere.
claim it's been measured, then say
No,
it doesn't
I
matter,
didn't claim that,
and
but it
you've
has
just seen
been.
it.
I'm sure you can go and do your research and find out who's measured it.
Well, you guys don't know. See, you guys are just saying it has been measured,
guys.
but I
I
haven't
don't
got a
know.
clue who did it. You go and look who did it. I don't need to look who did it. I was just the one that claimed that it was done.
Direct observation. Why are you avoiding that?
He's sea lining, is he?
Soundly did it, Bev.
Is that what you call it? Sorry?
Soundly did it in recent times.
Soundly measured. Did he?
Yeah,
Did what?
across, the globe monument. The monument's globe
No, he
Earth.
said measure the Earth, not measured his imagination.
Bev, I've done it. You happy?
Direct fucking observation.
So I'm keen on the Soundly one as well. I don't want to lose that.
Jump through hoops for idiots like you.
Who's the one that thinks Soundly's measured the curve of the Earth?
50.
What a
Who is
goof.
we?
I'll post it in a second for you, Bev. How about that?
That guy's got a lot of mice in his pockets, doesn't he?
I mean, you agree that GPS works, I would imagine. You use it to navigate, and high
That
precision
what?
GPS is a thing we know exists. It's something you can actually do
So does a
yourself.
piece of string that goes from point A to point B. What is your damn point?
Who unmuted fucking Demok?
Common sense unmuted me, punk.
D-Mock, why don't you show us how your sun works on a flat Earth, huh?
Why don't I show you how a string can go from point A to point B?
Release the
Is that what you're
Kraken.
asking?
You show us the
Or
tide.
why don't I show you how hot air balloons work on a flat surface in any scale? Or boats
answer my
or
questions with
planes?
questions,
But you
man.
can't show me a ball working
D-Mock, don't
with
be a
boats on it on
hypocrite,
any
bro.
scale? Hello?
D-Mock,
I can get the same size table and give you the same size ball. We can have the same size area, the same size grid. You can have the same size thing. You take the ball, you flatten it, you put it on the tabletop. Guess what? I can do everything on the tabletop. Guess what you can't do? Not a fucking thing on your little globe ball anywhere.
Guess what
And we
you
can
can't
do? It in
do?
a
Make a
classroom
flat Earth map.
every
Can't make a
damn
flat Earth map that
time.
shows all the cities in the
Every
world, the
damn
distances
time.
between
Aren't
them.
you sad? Aren't you sad boats only work on a flat
Can't
Earth?
make a flat Earth
Planes,
map with all the
trains.
cities and show the correct
Are
distance
you
between
listening?
them all.
Can you hear?
Can
Hey,
you hear
Narnia.
me? Can you hear this?
Narnia. Boats,
That's
trains,
D-Mock.
planes,
Let's look at the oceans.
cars.
Let's look at
Everything
Antarctica.
works on a
How
flat
come,
table.
Demok, you haven't
You
got
can
a
have
flat
the
map
same
with the
size
distance of
globe.
all the
Listen,
cities to them?
type
Listen,
one.
turn your camera on.
Like
Listen, I
public
can help you.
observatories,
Evidence is what we need. Physical evidence,
public
right?
satellites,
Turn your camera on.
security
I'll turn my
cameras.
camera on. We'll
Yup.
see what we can get to work on a live table the same size as your ball. So you get a 10-foot ball, I'll get a 10-foot table. We'll see what we can do live, me and you. Real water, real table, real ball, real water, real table. We'll see what we can do. Same amount of
It's you
water on
first.
my flat table, same amount of water on your ball.
The
You
fuck is that
first,
supposed
because
to
you're the
show?
one that claims you have a ball. You think you live on a
It
ball?
was
Let's
your
see how it
proposition.
works. Ty.
You first, bro. Go ahead. Whip it out, big boy. Whip out a sunset or tide. That's what I want to see particularly.
Yeah, we want to see that sun rotating above your table.
Thankful Demok's been muted again.
Let's not
Kraken
be
back.
there.
How the fuck they took the fucking Kraken back into its little cave there with them bars over it, you know? Last time I saw that, he swam down and fucking did this fucking thing, you know? And then this big fucking metal cage came up and he swam out, man. You should have seen him. Fucking Moyock in all his fine glory with a big fucking beastie head on him and all that, you know? Sorry, I just thought I'd change the subject. Take you in some fantasy realm like you're in now.
Where were we?
Just coming out of the fantasy realm.
Well, can I have that ball with gravitational acceleration on it? And we'll see.
Equals my balls are squared.
I think you were establishing who's measured the curve, Bev. Something like that.
No,
yeah, thanks. Yeah.
The mass of my bollocks as I fucking wrap them around your head.
I was asking for your who were your guys that have measured the curve of the Earth. That was very good, thanks, Spurs. Particularly over water.
Soundly. High precision
Soundly.
GPS, something you can reproduce
Soundly,
yourself. Bev.
Nice.
Why does it have to be over water?
What did Soundly measure it to be at then, please? What measurement did Soundly get?
Take a guess what it came out to be.
I've not got a clue. Come on.
You know, I bet you. I'm gonna take that. I think you're being a little facetious. I think you do have a clue.
Oh, okay.
You know about exactly what it came out to be.
Maybe a 20-meter hump in the middle of the water, right in the middle somewhere. 20 meters.
No,
above the edges.
Well, I'm telling you, Bev, the arc of the bridge measured as a radius value of 3959.
No, there was a 20-meter hump in the middle. Although, when Jesse actually drove over it, it just gave measurements of about 5.8 meters all the way across. Somehow, when Walter Bislin made his model, that they then wrapped that straight line around, it came up to give a 20+ meter hump in the middle. Fantastically, yeah, amazing.
And these were flat earthers.
But that was that. I don't think that was Soundly. That was Tau's mate Jesse Kozlowski that did that. He drove over the bridge. Yeah, it's one of your best claims. Like your man here has just said, Soundly actually measured the curvature of the water in that bridge.
Well, to be precise, he measured the bridge that's sitting on top of the water, just like you.
He measured the bridge. How did Soundly measure that bridge, please?
Well, it was him and another gentleman. The gentleman that he was working with had a high precision GPS logger, and it logged his GPS position in raw coordinates, XYZ coordinates. Not running it through any kind of model or anything like that. It just gives you raw coordinates, with the beginning point being 0, 0, 0, right? So if you plot that out, that gives you the radius value of the Earth. And they have
that Walter Bislin made an entire model for it to do that. That was Walter Bislin's model, not when you map it out. When you map it out on the Walter Bislin's special model that he made for it, then you might get that, because that's may be what he put in his model.
Well, you're thinking Jesse Kozlowski can't make that calculation?
Well, I'm just putting in the debate chat box now. If you want to have a look, it's the where Jesse went over the bridge, and I got my son to mark up all of the distances, so you get to read the actual distances that he reads from his GPS as he runs over, and he points at them. There's loads of distance. I mean, he didn't do all of them. There you go. Jesse's, that's a clip taken from his actual video where he goes over it. Well, they're all 5.8 meters ish.
The distance between points?
Yeah, but above the water, right? The distance, the markers that his GPS thing got are all about 5.8 meters. 5.7, 5.8. They wander a little bit, and they go up and down, obviously, over the rises in the bridge, where for the boats to get underneath it. But they're mainly the same all the way along. So how do you get a straight line to bend and raise up 20 meters in the middle? Because that's what he ends up with the model that Walter Bislin makes for them. So what Soundly does. Soundly, I don't know which order they all came in, but Soundly's the photographer, right? He takes a picture, Walter makes a model, and Jesse goes across the bridge, measures a load of points in a straight line that's above the water, obviously. And then they put them all together on Walter's model, and Jesse goes, turn it, and as he turns it, it just makes more of a curve in the middle of it. It's fantastic.
No, I don't believe that.
Watch
Walter
it. I
made
mean,
the model after the fact.
What does
not-
northing and easting mean?
so
please?
Walter made the model after Jesse's Jesse's gave him the numbers, and Walter made the model to fit the numbers.
Can you tell us on that in that data what northing and easting means, please?
What do you think?
I know. I want to know if you know.
In where? Which model?
You just showed.
Sorry?
In the video you just showed the data.
Yeah. It's a GPS positioning system, right?
Yeah. What is northing and easting?
What do you think? And northern is it will be the line in the northerly direction. But it depends what you call northern, right? North and east. Are they perpendicular? I think on your GPS model they are, aren't they? The northing and the easting, because it's the two lines that are perpendicular to each other, aren't they?
You're pointing at a
Blue.
number.
Are they perpendicular lines? Because that would make.
You're ignoring the fact that he has actual coordinates there.
It's a GPS system thing, isn't it? I'm not denying that. But he gets
in millions of meters. What do you think? Millions
the height.
of meters?
Yeah, but we're not bothered about the actual GPS coordinates, the northings and the eastings. That doesn't really matter. All we're concerned about is the elevation markers.
Because the elevation itself is a difference in the geoid and those points.
Like you say, yes, inbuilt into your horizontal.
Of course, a level bridge is going to show 5 meters above mean sea level. Do you not understand that?
It's the water level, and it's a lake.
It's mean sea level. That is what that is. Yeah, run away.
No, I think he literally has a phone call. He'll be right back.
Blue, you are the big guns, mate. You always blow them out of the water, don't you? Nice work.
I don't have time for this horse shit. See you guys.
Yeah.
No.
See you
later, Blue.
Later.
He's probably got a very nice rose garden at home, though, the old Bev. He had a horse shit.
Did he just call Bev out for running away and having a phone call and then went, oh, but I can't take this, I'm off? Is that not slightly hypocritical of you guys to be going, oh yeah, Bev's run away, and then Mr. Big Guns has just done what you've laughed at Bev
Why do you
for?
keep saying you guys when it's only one person who said it?
You're all sat there giggling in the background. Do you not realise you have open mics and that people can hear you?
Not one single person giggled.
No, of course not.
So why do you keep
you can get your
why do
hearing
you
checked,
keep
right?
attributing what one person says to everybody?
I'm just reciprocating how you act.
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
You don't lump everyone in the same. No, you treat everybody as an individual.
I do, yes.
Sure.
I do.
Sure. I believe you. I will look forward to seeing
But you
that
don't.
happening. I'll look forward to seeing that happening.
You've demonstrated that you don't. You group everybody together. You've done it at least 3 times this morning.
Yeah, well, I'm just speaking like you do. I'm reciprocating
No,
what
you're
I
not.
get.
We've already established that, because you agree that I'd treat people as individuals.
Well, you just told me, so I'm going to take you at your
You
word, and
agreed with
we'll
it, though.
see. We'll see
You
how you
agreed with
go
it.
going forward.
So
I'm looking
Don't
forward
say
to
you
this. This will be
guys
interesting.
when it's one person you're talking about, right?
Fine, I will address everybody
Okay.
by name individually as long as that is reciprocated.
Well, that's the honest thing to do, isn't it?
Okay. We agree then. Perfect.
I'm a little disappointed he won't tell me his accuracy of his equipment. I gotta be honest with you.
Right, I'm back.
Emma, why do you think that is, Emma?
What was that? Sorry. Got a phone call.
Sorry, what did it?
Well, I was just saying I'm a little disappointed that I can't get you to tell me the exact kind of the tool that you're using, the precision, its accuracy level, or your level experiment.
It's Bev's. Bev has the equipment.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
What was it you wanted then? 50?
I just want to know basically the exact piece of equipment you're using.
It's a Datum AL32.
Do you know the tolerance levels of that device?
The tolerance levels. It's got it's been calibrated, right? So it's good for a year. But if I notice anything wrong, I'll take it back and get it recalibrated.
As you can see,
So do you not want to let me finish?
Go on, then.
But it's at a millimeter over a 1 kilometer double run. So yeah, that would that be the accuracy that you're talking about? Well, it's an error, right? You know what an error is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's an error of 1 millimeter over a 1 kilometer double run.
You see that picture that I posted? Aristophanes of whenever he was about 100 and fucking God knows what AD, he got the shape wrong. So when he drew the map, yeah, he had to squash everything up into the fucking like top corners and shit. So if you look at Italy, just on the bottom of Europe there, it's all bent up in it. That's because he got the shape of the earth wrong with this fucking stadia. And then a couple of fucking 1,000 years later, somebody else remeasured it and realised that everything was a lot straighter than it was.
Which
So
geometry do you think he used?
Well,
Tau.
he used the fucking stadia fucking bullshit that you was on about earlier. Aristophanes' his name.
Yeah. Like Euclidean geometry, that'd be.
I'm not sure about Euclidean or non-Euclidean geometry.
It would have definitely been Euclidean back then.
Not sure if Euclidean
Absolutely
was around the same time
certain
as
it would have been Euclidean geometry back then, yes.
Was Euclidean around the same time as Aristophanes?
Yeah.
He was in the same century sort of thing, so he may well have used Euclidean, yeah.
It would have definitely used Euclidean geometry, yes.
There you go. So if the timelines fit, then yeah,
In fact,
you've got a little bit of research.
He thought it was foundational into the learning of people to learn geometry.
Yeah, but obviously we know a different fucking story now. It all changed.
Yeah, you do. You do, anyway. I'd say it's still fundamentally useful.
It is, because it's research you need to back up your claims.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. All the research you think that's not relevant really is.
So,
you're looking for all the mistakes and the errors in the fucking data, not for the correct answers. You're looking in the wrong direction. You're looking for the mistakes, mate, in all the errors of the data, and then you'll find the answers. You're looking backwards. Don't go looking for the answers. Look for the mistakes. There you go. Now you've got an idea of how to research. And if you find a mistake, you can research the mistake and make it correct. There you go. There you're researching, mate, like a real researcher. Don't look for the answers. Look for the mistakes.
Interesting concept you've got there, Tao.
Certainly is. That's what we all do. That's what all the scientific methods in the world come down to. Looking for the mistakes in the data. To see something different to what they already fucking know.
But that's where geometry comes in. Tau.
Well, it maybe does. I don't know. Geometry can sometimes show you data and fucking different
Gives you
directions.
definite proofs. That's what
It gives you an
distinguishes
abstract proof.
itself.
Yeah, it gives you a mathematical abstract proof of what you're looking at. Yeah, and you can formulate that and turn that into a three-dimensional object if you want, but will it? Does it have a third side? You know, you don't know. It could just be flat.
I mean, Bev, how do you get around the fact that all cities on Earth, all points on Earth are mapped to a sphere? How can you get past that?
They're all flat maps. I'll give you that.
No, no, not all flat maps. I'm just saying, right? Any flat map is a globe projection, right?
All flat. No. That's not true. Can't be true, can it? Because all maps maps that are to scale and on a flat surface cannot be a projection.
Well, the reason why we
sphere.
fucking make let me cut in there. The reason why we make
I'm just going to finish making my brew.
Shape, yeah, is so we'd have to keep turning the fucking map over to look at the other side. So we stick it all on one fucking side, you know. It makes reading the map a lot easier and plotting charts and fucking, you know, drawing fucking pencil lines over something. Imagine if you had to go to the edge of the fucking page and turn it over and draw the fucking line out again. That'd really piss you off, wouldn't it, when you was on the ICs trying to stick a pencil in a fucking bit of fucking paper that's rocking around all over the place, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why they drew maps on the fucking flat on one side of the paper. There you go. It's common fucking logical sense.
I've never heard any flat earther give me an accurate map, right? We'll put accurate.
Is this a double team job, right? Do you get Tau to sort of just verbally abuse people and then you just carry on with the conversation that you were having? It's a bit of a weird system you seem to have here.
Tau's beating you up on his own time via his own will. Okay.
Very rarely are talking here. Very rarely, mate. I have the odd line through the day, or I might say the odd daft fucking thing, mate, that makes me look a goon, but I don't care. As long as I'm fucking having fun, having a laugh, and I'm enjoying my fucking stay in the room, that's all I'm worried about. If we're fucking having a screaming session, it's not because we're having a screaming session to destroy each other, it's because we're having a laugh. Yeah, sometimes we do take it to the extreme, but we know where the extreme line is, and we cut it off at that and stop. You know what I mean? And then we go on to some other fucking daft subject they want to rip each other to fucking bits about. So you might hear it as a fucking battle in the room, but to us, it's just fun. It's a fucking debate about funny shit. That's it. And we can rip each other to bits and kill each other, but it's all in fun. We never go that far to make it that serious that we're going to go knock on each other's door and blow each other's fucking heads off. Come on.
Gee.
That's just an extreme.
Gets a bit triggered.
Man.
Yeah, Rizzler agreed that we are not going to talk about a group of people, as in you guys, you. We're going to address people individually, and Rizzler is going to reciprocate. Apparently, that's the way it's going to be going forward.
That's a good. Sounds like a good one.
Plan.
Yeah.
So we need a chairperson because this is going to turn into an individual debate about everybody individual ideas about different things. So. We need an idea, we need to lock it in, and we need to stick to one question.
We were having a discussion before you jumped in, Tau, with your verbal abuse.
Yeah, but your discussion was going nowhere. It was still circular. That's why I jump in.
Somebody else was asking me questions. I mean,
daft questions. What's the point in even answering that question?
Exactly.
Well, if you don't like it, you can mute your mic and not respond.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah. So we're not used to this because we're used to being over at Emma UK, and we can actually have civil discussions over there. It's good.
Well, yeah, we can as well in here. We can have civil discussions, and we can fucking.
Can you tell?
Yeah, no problem. It's easy to have a civil discussion.
You've just interrupted.
It depends on what level you want to take the discussion to, and it depends on what bollocks you want to start talking before it turns into stupidity. And I'm going to step in and say, look. Sorry, you're talking shit.
Tau.
What?
I think somebody wants to ask Bev a question or two. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind at all, yeah. Go ahead, fire away.
Thanks, Tau.
No worries, be happy.
I just kind of wanted to ask him about how do you get past, right, the fact that all points on Earth are mapped to a globe, to a sphere. And I didn't really understand your answer.
I said that
So,
all maps are flat, right? And they're also to scale. And now that scale is the same all the way across the map.
Not though, because they include distortions.
Where? How do they include distortions on a scale map?
Because if you try to put a number of those flat maps together, they won't work.
tell us a map, and we will tell you the exact distortion caused by the type of projection it is.
I mean, if the Earth was flat, I'd like to see a flat map with Perth, Moscow, Johannesburg, New York, and London all put on there with the correct distances between each of those cities.
I mean, that's kind of that's step one. That would be step one.
There's a bunch of stories that you can't repeat anyway.
Yeah,
So,
50. Unfortunately,
when you
step two, D-Mock, real quick. Unfortunately, step 2 is going to be real hard to verify because there's this whole Coriolis and Earth rotation thing and dynamic winds, and you can't really just measure the whole map, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they think they know everything. They don't know half of it.
We can do heart transplant, right?
You can stutter step.
A story I was reading a week ago. They literally did a dick transplant, and you're telling me we can't measure distances accurately? No, that's a bit of a red herring and a non sequitur.
Apparently not, because you're always talking about the stars and this other shit every time we're talking about the map.
You lose airplanes and boats, guys. There's no way in hell you're measuring anything correctly.
What?
I've never lost an airplane or a boat.
We lose airplanes and boats.
Are you the U.S. military?
And I bet a lot of other people. And I bet a lot of other people aren't the U.S. military
And
either.
I bet you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, so now you're just going to resort to insults, are you?
No, I'm gonna bet like you, bet stuff I don't know about. Do the same as you. Wouldn't that work? I was just learning.
They
from
find
you.
airplanes and boats all the time.
I was learning
too.
from you. See how that works? I can learn good. See?
I mean, I don't understand what losing a boat has to do with anything or an airplane, right? Wouldn't you expect the U.S.
Saying Amelia Earhart couldn't find her. Boats couldn't find them. Planes 2020 couldn't find them. 2019, 2018 stuff gets lost, can't find it. Why is that? Global knower of everything, satellite
does
boys.
that have to do with globe Earth?
That means you don't know anything of what you're talking about. It has everything to do with it.
Okay, so if I lose my keys in my house, that means I don't know the shape of my house.
Well, tell me where the hidden military base in Russia is, real quick.
It's at 62 north.
Exactly. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You just make shit up. All you guys do.
Dude, I just told you exactly where it was.
No, I don't think so. And then I want China's, then North Korea's, then Israel's, then America's. We done? Because you ain't got, you don't have nothing. You don't even know what you're talking about. You just make stuff up and just keep saying it, and saying it, and saying it, and it gets old.
Why are you projecting again?
The reason we lose airplanes and boats.
Stop projecting.
The reason we lose airplanes and boats is because of technical difficulties. Everything has a option to fail. When that fails, you lose the airplane or the boat. What does that have anything to do with the round or flat Earth?
How far can you make a phone call through material?
Again, what does that have anything to do with the shape of the Earth?
Well, how you measuring the planet? Tell me how you would measure this whole planet real quick. You, by yourself, you, alone.
Me by myself, I don't have the
Then stop talking.
Why does he
That
have to
means
do
you
it by
don't know.
himself?
Wow.
Why the requirement that he do it by himself?
He couldn't even fathom a way. Did he answer it?
I mean, let's put
No,
severe
he didn't.
restrictions on what he can do. Hey?
Thank you.
There's nothing
Next,
I
how would
myself
you do
can
it?
do.
How would
Wow.
you measure the ocean, next guy? Since you're so fucking smart.
How would I measure the ocean? Well, if I had the money to, I would actually travel it and then use that to actually measure it.
We'd launch a satellite
Nice.
and use radar.
That too. Launch satellite, use radar. That's a better
Oh,
option.
gee, that's already been done.
Yeah, and what happened when that happened? When they did that?
It was a sphere.
There's also the undersea cables that we yesterday that, you know, when they measured the lengths of them and how they were laid out, it matches the distances on a globe, not a flat plane.
There's a variety of ways of measuring it, and every measurement comes out to sphere.
Can anyone explain the measurement by satellite thing? I've never really had anybody explain that to me.
You point a satellite at and you take a picture.
Put satellite in orbit, put radar on it, use radar to measure distance from orbit to the surface of the Earth.
Radar?
Right, so
And we know what shape the
what receives the radar then?
The ground stations on Earth, that then bounces it back to whatever, you know,
No,
control
it's
room
just
you-
reflected from the Earth's surface back to the satellite.
Back to the
Oh,
satellite.
radar
Nice.
beams, yeah.
How far away are these satellites supposed to be?
A varying distance.
If I may, being
Varying. Nice.
If anybody's heard about the radar satellites, the Canadian satellites, they're in sun synchronous orbit about 550 kilometers altitude. There's 3 of them.
What's Canada?
And they
shut up.
They do what? They bounce the thing that tells you how far away they are or the Earth is, or how do you get that information?
How do I get
Because
that
it has a downlink to send the data back to you via a microwave data link.
Wow, that sounds cool.
They are presupposing the speed of the radar waves.
No, I'm not presupposing the speed of the radar waves. I know the speed of the radar waves because I have measured them myself personally from my time as a radar technician.
Wow.
Is it the speed of light?
It's the speed of light, yes. It's 2.997 times 10 to the 8 meters per second.
Amazing.
Yeah, I heard that also gravity travels at the same speed as well. It's kind of cool.
It does indeed.
Like, yeah, it would take like, what, 8 minutes if the sun were to just boop, disappear. It would take like 8 minutes for the light to stop hitting us.
Yeah, the download station are the prime one is in Inuvik. It's in northern Canada.
You're in Inuvik.
I mean,
Not that far north.
They even fitted one of the space shuttles with a radar system to do that survey where they didn't need to have a downlink because they were able to bring the data back with them.
The Nixon called the shuttle directly.
Nixon didn't call any shuttle.
I know. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think he did, didn't he? Or did they
No,
fake?
Nixon would not have called any shuttle. The first shuttle didn't launch until 1980.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you're
it's like
really
the timing
great.
is off.
Mr.
Yeah.
Kubrick.
Sometime after
Reagan.
September 1980, because I remember watching the very first shuttle launch live on TV during a physics lesson while I was in sixth form college.
Did you cry?
At the age of 16. No, I didn't cry.
People
But
cry.
it was rather interesting. It was rather fun to watch.
Were you there or was it on TV?
It was on TV. I just said on TV.
Oh. Okay.
Like I just about remember watching a Saturn V launch in mid-July 1969.
I saw
when was
Star
not
Wars
quite
on
5
TV
years
too.
old.
Star Wars on TV.
So there, Bev, that's how you get radar images from space.
Yeah. In exactly the same way we get radar images from aircraft. And
I don't think you really explained it. You just said they send a
The
radar.
satellite sends a signal to the Earth. It reflects, it captures the images, and it processes
And
it.
it goes back to the
sat.
and then the satellite has to send. Well, I know where I am, and I know the Earth underneath, but I need to tell you where you are because it's the person that's the GPS, right? Not the satellite.
We're not talking about GPS.
Yes, that's what I said. Can you explain how these satellites work the GPS, please? And you said radar.
We're not talking about GPS
These
satellites.
satellites are not GPS satellites. What are you talking about?
Well, why did you start answering about them then when I asked? Nobody's really explained to me how. So GPS isn't satellites then.
You asked how
Okay,
we
you
would
want to talk
measure.
about GPS satellites? We can talk about GPS satellites, but
But they're different.
they're 20,000 kilometers out.
Okay. The next one would be, what sort of accuracy can you get with that sort of things?
Endpoint. Perfect.
GPS or SAR?
Like
What do you- or
military,
just
military.
radar
GPS.
images?
Talking about vertical, not like a horizontal plane position.
Are you
Just the
talking
vertical.
about measuring? Are you talking about measuring the surface of the Earth with
Yeah,
radar?
I'm talking about how you
or
would
are
go
we
to
measuring
do.
a GPS.
Yeah,
location?
surveying. Yes.
What is your question?
Right. That has nothing to do with the GPS satellites.
Okay,
We're
so-
talking about putting radar satellites in orbit that measure the distance from the satellite to the surface of the Earth.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That'd be your elevation check, right? So that's what I was saying. How accurate on the vertical is that?
You can make that accurate to within less than a meter.
Less than a meter. So it wouldn't really be any good for measuring sort of a water level, would it?
You can measure
That particular system. That'd be terrible accuracy, that.
You can measure the tide heights with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that shows it's good that we're using an auto level, because we're much more accurate than that. 1 millimeter over a kilometer double run, right? That's much better than a meter.
Never mind. That's all good. I like this guy. He's a nice fella.
You're talking about levels of accuracy of a meter or less when measured from 500 or 600 kilometers away.
Yeah, that's rubbish accuracy. That's no good if you're going to try to measure what.
What would you use?
Well, I'd use an auto level, right? Or I'd use a water level. But I mean, that's the contention, right? That's what we've got the test for.
We can measure that. We can make those. We can make those measurements over a distance of I don't know.
All around the world.
Everywhere.
Okay, and what sort of accuracy do you reckon you get anywhere? Would it improve anywhere?
Well, Bev, when you're talking mapping going around the entire world and using GPS data points of less than a meter accuracy, trust me, you'll get the Earth radius out of that.
That's like a plus or minus as well, isn't it? You know, it could be like so
right,
that plus or minus a meter.
Within a meter is plus or minus half a meter of accuracy. Okay,
no, that's within. It's plus or minus a meter, isn't it?
Sorry, were you saying 1 meter sphere or plus or 1 meter band?
Okay,
we're talking about a vertical height, right? So what are you talking about a sphere for?
Same fucking accuracy, Bev. What the hell are you talking about, you mong? Okay,
It is not so good. Like it only gives.
It's an aerosphere.
Okay, I'm not saying anything.
Sorry. Sorry, no overtalk someone.
No,
I was yelling at Bev, not you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's different accuracy over the horizontal, though, isn't it?
Yes, elevation data is only has an accuracy to range of 10 to 20 meters, like 35 to 70 feet post correction. That's not very good.
Oops.
It depends on the receiver that you use. A smartphone is like 5 meter error.
Modern GPS receiver should be able to give elevation data accurate to a range of 10 to 20 meters, 35 to 70 feet post.
We're not talking about using GPS to measure the elevation data.
Jesse Kozlowski was.
We're talking. I don't care what he was talking about.
He's
He's
your top guy.
It's irrelevant because we're not talking about that, are we?
Yeah, we were.
Irrelevant.
No, we were talking about using a radar satellite in orbit to measure the distance from the satellite to the surface of the Earth.
Yeah, the vertical height of the land, the elevation. That's exactly what you were talking about.
Yes, but we're not using GPS to do it. The accuracy of GPS is irrelevant.
We can use topography and LiDAR to measure that.
Why aren't we talking about everywhere that you guys live? Every horizon is flat and level from left to right, no matter where you're at, what angle, what place you stand, what height, what elevation. So how about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. How does that happen?
I will immediately do so.
Very simple. What shape do you get?
Yeah, straight horizontal lines everywhere.
No, hang on, Mr. Geometry. What shape do you get when you take a slice off a sphere?
We've never seen a sphere. Show us one.
How do you take a slice off a sphere? Usually.
Take a chord through a sphere. What shape do you get?
Why are you doing that?
Because some dimwit wanted to know why the horizon looks flat.
Because
It's
you
very
do you
simple.
slice tops off spheres?
Take
Often.
a slice off a sphere. What shape do you get?
Is that where you go on holiday and look at the beach? You slice that bit off there.
Bev, you're Mr. Bloody Geometry. Answer my
You don't
question.
get a sphere.
If you take a sphere,
You
and
answer
you
our
take a
question. Do you
slice
get
off
a
the
circle
edge,
if you slice a piece
what
off?
shape
You get a
will
circle.
it be?
If you cut the top off a cue ball, Smarty, what shape is that? You tell us. It's not a cue ball anymore, son.
See, why are you chopping the tops off spheres? I mean, is that to explain something?
Balance and ellipse, go on, please.
You're going like, here, I've got a model, and then what I'll do is I'll slice a bit off it to show you what it looks like when there's a flat bit on top of it. You're that willing to slice a bit off the top of your model.
Somebody tried to overtalk me by saying that because obviously they have no answer for we measure the height, we measure the distance from the radar sat, and can measure the topology of the Earth from it. So they wanted to know why we always see a flat horizon at all distances, and it's very, very simple. Because when you're
I
standing
didn't
just
say
above
at all distances. I said everywhere everyone is right now. No
Yeah.
matter where you live, I live. No, I didn't say all distances from a certain point. I said right now, if you walk outside and everyone on here walks outside live and looks around from left to right, the horizontal horizon is flat and straight.
Yeah,
Especially if they got water around them. Especially.
If you're in the middle of the ocean, because obviously
kind
the
of
middle of the
cube are we
ocean is
on?
the only time when that really works with any level of closeness. Your distance.
Can you draw me the shape that fits all these flat horizons and still fits a sphere? Can you draw me that?
On a sphere, when you are, if you are if you are slightly above the surface of a sphere, looking out, the distance to the horizon will be the same in every direction that you look. This is because it is simply a circle.
We'll draw all your flat, horizontal, straight horizons on a piece of paper and show us how that works out to be a circle.
Draw me a flat map with all the cities on it. Go on. Go.
Yeah, that's what I would like them to do as well, Paul.
Draw me a flat map with all the cities
You mean
of the world
picture
on it,
of the
please.
city
Go.
from a helicopter looking down? That's easy.
Yeah, go on, do it.
It's a square
Do it,
picture.
come on,
They're all
give it to
square.
us.
Every picture you ever seen
I
is
want to
square.
see it now.
Done.
Go.
Every picture you ever had is square. You ever got a globe picture?
Actually,
done. Welcome to Flat Earth, son.
Not with accurate distances. Welcome to Globe Earth,
No.
son.
I said a globe picture.
And
Don't
I
think
would
so.
I would like to take umbrage with
Cameras print out flat
your
paper,
assertion
flat
that
pictures.
every picture is square.
Yeah, they're
Actually,
flat.
in every photograph
Yeah,
that you
they're
will ever
flat.
see, the image that was projected by the lens was circular.
No, it's square.
The image projected by the lens is circular. If it wasn't
Hell no.
circular, your lens would be broken.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
there is no
eyeball's
square
circular.
lens. There are no square lenses.
No, the pictures, the papers, the maps.
Yeah, whatever
squares.
you Whenever you
Every
take a
time you
picture,
take a picture of a left or right or anything or panoramic or anything, it's a flat image that comes out.
Yeah, it's a.
I don't
It's
comprehend
a,
what the fuck you guys are
because it
talking about.
chops off.
Show me
Do
the ball
you
with
like
it.
because you don't
exist on
understand
opening your mouth and just
chopping
dribbling all the
either.
time? Like, do you talk all the time just to survive or something? Do you have to keep your mouth open to live
Well,
or
I don't know.
something?
You guys say the dumbest shit ever about
No.
asking you how
Not
a
half as
flat,
dumb.
when
Half as
every
dumb as what
building
you
you've ever
Do
say.
seen in
you
your life
know?
has to be done through construction, leveled out.
Do you know how
Are you guys
pictures
ignorant?
The
work?
cameras
How
actually
leveling the
work.
ground and you know how a flat
Whenever,
horizon works?
whenever
Show me on a piece of paper with a pen a whole bunch of flat horizons and everywhere you can imagine and draw me a ball with that.
Show me on a piece of paper with your crayons
Hello, I'm
all the
waiting
cities
for
of the
all of you guys to
world
do it.
drawn out to
All you
scale,
ball
please.
believers, show me all your flat horizons in Hawaii,
Draw me on a piece of
Florida,
paper
Cape
with your
Canaveral,
crayon, Democ,
Russia,
the cities of the
Antarctica,
world with the correct
Argentina,
distances between them all.
Brazil,
Go.
Australia,
Perth, London,
China, all the
Johannesburg,
flat horizons
Moscow.
I
New
just named.
York, New
Let's
York.
see how that works.
Vladivostok. Sorry, Paul. I had to go with that one.
Yeah, it's
The only
all
way
right.
you can get the only way you can get all those flat horizons is by having a flat Earth.
The only way you can get all
Check
those
that
cities
out.
with the
Isn't that
correct
fucking
distances between them
Can't
is on
work
a
on a
globe.
ball. Impossible on a ball to have even one.
Only way you can get a
Impossible.
correct model with
A
all the
ball is
distances correct between those
impossible.
cities
Your
is
ball
on
only
a
exists.
sphere. Is on a sphere.
Impossible.
On a
Your ball only
sphere.
exists in
Dude.
cartoon, Warner Brothers.
Do you ever shut the fuck up?
Do
No,
you ever
that's his
show me
job.
what you're
That's what he
talking about?
does.
Draw your
Yeah,
ball.
he just babbles
That's
on.
his MO. That's what he does.
Well, your
I've kind of
specialty is
wanked
to
it.
imagine
He doesn't
balls.
have any evidence, so he just has to overtalk people.
You
I
never
got
really
reality.
let him get a
Real
sentence
water
out, though,
works
to
on
be
the
honest.
table.
We do.
He never shuts his
Oh,
fucking
what the
mouth to let
fuck?
Real
anyone
water works
The
on a
have a
plastic
fuck?
table
sentence
in each day,
spoken.
boys. Real water doesn't stick to the
Let's
bottom of your ball,
Just
son.
talk
Not
let's
even the
face it.
bottom.
He just keeps
As
talking
you
over
talk, the
me
whole
and
fucking
not letting me
someone
talk.
starts to
Yeah, you
speak.
guys got the
Emma
evidence,
fucking
or
opens
you want
his
to
mouth
talk
3
about a
words
book?
into it.
See, there's like 3 of you
Yeah.
just talking over, so
Emma,
you've
shut
got
the
to. You
fuck
just
up and let me finish.
Well,
got to
we
keep
have
talking.
to
Yeah, they're
because he
talking
doesn't
over each
stop
other
talking,
too.
Emma.
Yeah,
Oh my
because they
He
God.
don't
doesn't.
have
You
He
notice
doesn't
that
Someone just
nothing
swear
but
at me.
whenever one
cartoons.
of us start to talk, he
About
starts talking over
14
us or
queer
whatever.
When
Asians
Demo
holding each
starts
other's
fucking
dick
opening his
talking about a
mouth
cartoon.
like a fucking cunt because he can't
Yeah,
fucking
you,
survive
you've
without
all
Show
opening
us
just,
his
some
you've
fucking
all
evidence.
mouth.
just done
So
it.
every
Is
See,
time
that all you
Democ
we're
got?
all
starts
just
talking,
Is
I'm
that
just
how
going to
your
start
evidence
talking
works?
over the fucking top of Democ
brilliant.
now
Is
because
that how
everyone's
your
sick of
evidence
hearing
works?
Democ. So now we're going to wait and see how long it is before Chemo gets off
Because
his
your
ass and
evidence
actually
works like
mutes the
that?
fucking
Is
wanker
that how you show us
so
a
someone
globe?
else can get a fucking word in
Is that how you
edgeway.
show us your
Calm
flat globe?
down.
Thank you for all the evidence, boys.
Thanks for
Still
no
haven't seen
evidence,
a
Demo.
sphere. I don't even know what a sphere looks like still to this day. I've been in
Still
flat
don't
Earth
know what a
7
flat
years
map
now.
looks like, Demo.
I've
Still haven't
never
seen a
seen
flat
sphere.
map.
All right,
I
Dim
don't have
Dim.
thousands of
Demo's
years
just
of lying-ass globes.
I'm trying to fucking wank it
All right,
down.
Dim
He's a
Dim.
Cartoon globes.
fucking idiot.
I don't have thousands of years of imagination,
He's a
buddy.
fucking idiot.
Been
All
waiting
right,
Come on
2,000
now.
years for that flat
I
map
don't have a
of
million.
the flat
Terry, I
Earth.
don't shit, so
Changed
don't
it.
talk
Don't have any
about no fucking
brains.
nothing else but a globe that you don't have. The
You don't
thing
have any
here is supposed
brains
to be
either.
all you boys are supposed to have globe evidence and just say it. You're not
We
supposed to
do.
ask about nothing else. You're all, well, stop saying flat. Flat shouldn't be in your vocabulary. You don't have flat. All you should say is globe, right? So fucking keep repeating your ball globe and show us all the evidence. We're talking about flat
We've
if you got
shown you
all
all the
globes.
evidence.
If all you got's a globe,
We've
why would
shown
you
you.
not think of
We
flat
have.
ever? Why
We
would you
have
say
shown all the
flat
evidence.
if you have nothing but a globe? Please tell me that.
We have given you.
If you got 1,000,000% globe in one hand and nothing in the other hand,
talking,
why would you talk about this nothing?
You fucking talk. Someone's gonna.
All I keep hearing is, what about this flat earth? What about this flat earth? Hey, how about your flat earth? When you boys are supposed to have all the science, all the NASA, all
Yeah,
the
we do.
GPS, all the stuff, all the
Well,
boats,
there we
all the
go.
planes,
Bruce
all the
posted in the
military,
chat. Here you go, son.
Yeah, we
all
do.
the
We have all
readings.
that, Demo.
Here
I agree.
Yeah,
We have
all
all
the
that.
surveyors,
There's all your
all the
flat maps making a
lying-ass
sphere there,
science.
Dimoc.
You're right,
Yeah, you're
Demok, we
supposed to
have
have
all
all
of
that, but you got a cartoon. Now show me your water and your soil.
No, we don't.
And your hot air balloons working
Look
around a
out the
ball in a
window.
room setting live.
You'll see the water and the
in a
soil if you
classroom
look out the
setting
window,
live.
Demok.
Classroom setting. In a classroom setting.
Emo's
Try
map, which has got the wrong
opening your door and walk outside, Demok. You'll see the
correct
water.
configuration.
Yeah, walk outside your door, Demok. You'll see the water and the soil.
Right, nice chat, guys. I'm going to get going. I'll come back in later on and have a word with Curve to see when we're having this chat. Just
Bev, can I show you one quick thing? Have a look at the diagram. Have a look at the figure that I posted. You said the flat maps are to scale. They're not. Look at the distance. Look at the distance I measured across the U.S. into Canada. That's the same proportion.
Is that to scale? Is that map there to scale?
It's from Google Maps. What do you think it is?
It's not. Is that to scale then? Or just sort of a map that you've got from Google?
Maps, dude. You can zoom in and the scale changes. Yes, it's always
the scale changes. So it's not to scale then. If the scale keeps changing, it's not to scale.
It's a flat map. That's what you asked for.
Listen,
a flat map.
Listen to me. Listen. I'm trying to show trying to show the misrepresentation of the size of Greenland because of the projection. Those two lines are approximately the same distance on that flat map. But when you measure them on Google Earth takes into account the fact that it's a curved surface. You have the difference between 1,000 kilometers and 4,000 kilometers.
Problem with Australia.
Can you explain that to me?
Flat map, Australia is about 8,000 kilometers wide.
Nobody cares about
That's
Australia.
not a to-scale map.
The point. That's exactly the point, though, Bev. The point is that this is a flat map.
It's
and
not.
It's not I'm still talking. It's a flat map, and it's not representative of reality, right? It's distorted.
Yeah, I said all maps are flat, and the ones that we use are to scale. Those are you
distorted.
can. No, they're not.
The John Gleason map.
Yes, they are.
The John Gleason map is azimuthal equal distance map.
Have you guys ever used any maps for orienteering or anything like that?
Sure have. And a really good
Have you got a map of your country in front of you?
And a really good map.
Does it have a scale at the bottom of it?
Jesus, I wasn't finished. And a really good map will have a level of the distortion printed on it. It will tell you what its distortion is.
Underneath the scale?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they don't.
DIS usually on a map.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
On the map where you read it, where it says DIST, that's the distortion, not distance. That's distortion.
Bev, there's a scale. When you zoom out of Google Maps all the way,
the distortion, the distortion where it says distance for like when it has a ratio of 1 to something.
No,
that's not distance.
It's distortion. That's distortion.
There's a distortion graph. There's a distortion graph next to the scale. It will say DIST under what looks like a curving graph. That's the distortion scale.
No, it just says the scale. On
Bev,
scale maps, right?
Yeah. I make. Give you a challenge. Measure me the distance of Greenland on a flat map.
Yeah.
Have you got a map of Greenland? A scale map?
A 1 to 50,000 scale.
Yes, just like you.
Ordnance survey map
Google Maps
covers such a small area that the distortion is low enough that they don't really bother with it. But you will find that distortion if you actually try and stick all the Ordnance Survey maps together.
Of the UK, they're all on a grid, right? And you can get the different portions of maps, and they all link together. There's no distortion.
There is distortion, but if you try and stick all of those Ordnance Survey, if you buy the complete set of Land Ranger 1 to 50,000 maps, you will not be able to get them all to stick together and be accurate all around the edge of every map. We don't worry about the distortion on each sheet because each sheet is a small enough distance that the error is going to be non-measurable on the map. But you start sticking multiple sheets together, you will run into errors. I've tried this myself in the past, so I know this is a fact.
And it seems like we know more about maps than you, Bev.
You definitely talk a lot more about them than me. But I'm not so sure you're aware that the Ordnance Survey for the UK, they're pretty proud of their the work that they do, right?
Yes, the Ordnance Survey is. The Ordnance Survey is brilliant, or was. It's not, maybe not quite so much now. It's a private company, but back when it was a department of the Ministry of Defence, yes, the Ordnance Survey was absolutely brilliant. The Ordnance Survey 1 to 50,000 and 1 to 25,000 series maps are brilliant.
You see all of
However,
that? I've just put it in the debate chat box, right?
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they all fit together. They're on a grid system.
Yes, they're on a grid system.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you can't actually stick all the paper maps together.
They're all on the same grid system. So yes, you can. That's the point of a scale map. The UK's been mapped very well for quite a while.
And it's not flat.
That all of the maps are to scale and flat, yes. Specifically for the UK. I mean, I can't speak for anywhere else. I've never really tried to do this anywhere else.
You can't actually stick all the Ordnance Survey maps together and have them match exactly. In fact, it's almost impossible to get the edge of one map to exactly align with the edge of another map.
In fact, you can't.
On the one to 50,000.
Yeah.
The one to 25. Yeah, you can kind of get it to right, but a single sheet 1 to 50,000 map doesn't cover a very big 1 to 25,000 map doesn't cover a very big area, but they are brilliant for walking. I have extensively used both the Land Ranger series and the 1 to 50,000 and the 1 to 25,000 for navigation while on foot, while in what passes for mountains in Britain.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. You won't actually get the paper sheets to line up at the edges over any significant distance.
They seem to do on that thing, don't they?
That's just because of the projection that's used to display it.
It's not projection, is it? Can't be projection.
Of course, it's a projection. Everything.
It's literally a projection.
Every single map is a projection.
I think you might find you're wrong.
Well, no, because otherwise.
Sorry, Alan. I was saying one of the Gleason map descriptions. There's a box up in the top right corner that actually says this is a projection of a globe.
Yeah. Can you find that? I can't find that anywhere on my map from the OS that I've got here.
Right, I'll find the one.
Where?
Actually,
on the map where it says this is a projection of a spherical surface.
Recently, Mr. Sensible. I'll post the video Mr. Sensible got of Eric DeBay using that map where it says this is a projection of a globe.
Yeah, this is a developable surface of a non-developable surface.
Claire, why the Ordnance Survey print on there irrelevant information to the people that are actually using the map?
Well, because
pretty much every single user of the Ordnance Survey maps will accept that the Earth is a globe and will therefore accept that yes, it's a projection because all flat maps are projections.
Let me try this a little differently though. Don't be looking for where it says this is a projection of a globe. Tell me the types of maps. What are they called?
You know, a sphere is a non-developable surface, right?
You know of the Mercator map? What is that called specifically? What is the actual name for the Mercator map? You're familiar with it, right? This is a classroom run.
Who are you talking to?
It's called a Mercator. It's called a Mercator projection, isn't it, Sort?
Oh, is it? That's interesting. What's the Gleason map called? when you're very specific about what it's actually called?
It's called an azimuthal equidistant projection.
Based on the north.
Oh, projection! Imagine that. You try another one?
Yeah, you've got loads of them, haven't you?
Yeah, I do. And you have none.
What?
There's
Projections. Yeah, I try not to project anything.
There's not a single flat map that doesn't have a distortion in some way.
Apart from the scale ones, the ones that are to scale all the way across, the same scale.
All the maps are to scale, but they all have distortions in some way. Some preserve angles, but not length. Some preserve length, but not angles.
Oh, look at those little circles right there on Nick's map. That's the Mercator, right?
Yeah, have a look at the one I've just put in there. Oh, look at all your different
you know
ones that you can have.
Are called? Those little circles are called Tissot indicatrixes.
Oop,
Look that up, Dev. A Tissot indicatrix.
Foucault.
What's that?
You can't. It seems like you can't decide what you want, how you want to project. Yeah.
Oh, we project it multiple ways because it's practical when you can roll it up, isn't it?
There you go, Bev.
A sphere. Okay, I'll say it again. A sphere. The surface of a sphere is a non-developable surface. That's why you have so many projections.
Oh,
with so many distortions. So which is the real one?
That was something.
These are your guys. All your different projections on the model.
Imagine carrying a map on your ship that was an actual globe.
A chart.
So you could go everywhere on the globe.
The sea navigational charts. They're flat, aren't they?
With a huge, 50 feet ball to just have a mostly decent map of locations.
Yeah.
See, the flat map you're talking about is useful only in short distance.
Can you show me a curved map?
Yes, it's called a globe. You can also have the Google Maps. That one.
Yeah, you can use Google Maps. There you go. That's a globe map.
Yeah.
And it's pretty darn accurate.
Yeah,
It
there's
actually
the
is.
map.
Oh.
And this bit is posted in that top right corner. I'll post it again because I don't think you saw it.
Google Maps are on a flat screen. All your maps are on a flat screen, so they're flat, son.
Yes, well, incidentally, your computer screen is not a ball now, is it? It was.
That's why it's flat, son. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Welcome to Flat Earth.
You're flat. You have a flat brain then.
Dumb. Computer screen was a ball.
Welcome to Flat Earth, boys. 2D screens. Have you ever seen anything but a 2D Earth
Okay,
map?
you are definitely a pope. There is no way in
You
hell
got a 2D
that you
flat
actually
screen.
play.
Your phone
There's
is
no
2D, but you keep talking about GPS on globes. Looking at a flat screen. You're looking at a flat.
You're a pope.
Yeah, he's just a
You're a
troll.
pope. You're a pope.
He's a worse troll than Chemo.
That is the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard. You are a pope. You are a fucking pope. There is no way you're actually a flat earther and that you're actually that fucking stupid. No way in hell. You just outed yourself, dude.
Oh, Christmas. Hi.
Give up.
I'm not Steve.
Hey, I'm Scott Walsh.
I'm not. I'm Scott. I'm
Scott.
Sword. Bo Nelson.
Sword, yeah.
Yeah,
that has long-term memory problems.
Mm.
A lot of short-term ones.
Sorry, I got a little bit energetic there, but I had to say it because the dude.
Here when I've gone off.
He's a pope.
You've never been here when I've gone off, have you?
What does it say right there?
You still here? Thought I'd chase you off though.
I can't hear him.
Oh, I must have heard somebody else then.
Whoa.
Sorry. I'm a little bit triggered by him.
The more people that turn Dimong down to 1 and like just talk over him, the better.
Yeah.
We can start a conversation without him and he'll leave.
Wow. Open conversation here, right?
I think he already left. I think he already
When it
left.
comes to Dimong, he is hopeless.
No, I'm eccentric and you can't handle the truth, son. You can't handle that the flat screen you're looking at it. You're trying to tell Bev is representing a ball when it's a flat screen, just like he's telling you a flat map.
Look at that.
So stop pulling around and show me your unflat screens. Show me your globe picture screen.
Alright, you little puff.
Yeah, all right, liar.
Liar?
Yeah, do you have a globe screen you can show me? Do you have a globe television? Let me see it.
Liar? Really? When
Let me
did I
see your
lie?
globe map TV
No.
for GPS.
You made a claim.
Yeah, you're a fucking
Back up the
retard
claim.
liar. You said screens aren't flat. That's my claim.
I never said that.
Screens are flat, bitch. You said ball.
So
How can
fucking
you have a
what?
ball on a flat screen? Stop laughing and
3D
tell us how
screen.
you can have a
3D
ball
screen.
on a flat fucking screen, idiot.
3D
There
screen.
are an awful lot of tits on my screen now and then. And they're spherical. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
well,
sure.
your screen's flat, especially when you're looking at maps, highways,
balls on my
streets, roadways, waterways. Anything you're looking at, they're flat. Go ahead, Bev. I'm done with them. They're slow.
Dumbass.
I'm on my way out anyway.
Okay, flat.
It's pretty obvious that you guys aren't after conversation. Like I say, I'll come back later on for Curve to see what he was talking about wanting me in jail.
Curved is here.
Oh, is he?
Curved is here. Yeah.
Hey!
Are you you dumbass?
Curve's here now, Bev.
Sweet.
I get it that you
when are
guys
we
have
having
a
our
thought
chat, Curved?
experiment. I get it you have a thought experiment that the Earth is flat, but you don't actually believe that nonsense, do you?
Doesn't
Do you
sound like
understand English,
Curved.
Professor Phil? Curved is here now, and Bev wants to ask him why does Curved want to see Bev in jail?
Oh, Chemo's a bit triggered.
Well, isn't it a little bit upsetting, Cypher, to think that the flat earthers should be locked up for wanting to tell the truth?
No, you don't have to. Flat earthers might be a bit silly, but they still can function.
Anyway, Curved
they
is
can
here
still
now.
They can still do some jobs. They're just a bit eccentric. But most of them, I think, are just having a bit of a game. Because seriously, you can't be serious and think that the Earth is flat. That just can't be a serious thought.
It's the other way around, son.
How many hoops do you have to
You can't be serious
jump over
because
to
you can't
think that
present a
nonsense?
globe. Can you show us a globe in a small scale? You can't present
You
it on
can't
any
be
scale.
intellectually honest.
1,000 foot tall, a mile tall, 2 miles. No.
Okay,
Then
Phil,
shut up.
what I was
Present
saying,
some evidence.
Phil, I don't know if you understood what I was saying. So, Curved is a user, baller.
Yeah.
Bev, flat earther, user here, guess, wants to have a word with Curved about why Curved wants to see Bev in
Yeah,
jail.
well, I would disagree with Curve then. If Curve wants to see Bev in jail, I don't
No
think
one
Bev
gives a fuck.
But
Bev
Phil, can you let
Can you
Curve
take a hit? Seriously, Chemo politely asked you if you spoke English. What do you need to ask?
Curved, your mic's still
said-
shocking.
Terrible.
Really bad mic.
Dude, he's trying to be polite and telling you to shut the fuck up.
So does Bev think the Earth is flat?
Oh my god.
Yes, there are
Phil.
stupid people.
Oh my fucking god.
Phil, are you deaf? Can you hear anybody?
I can hear everybody, I think.
Okay, Chemo's just asked you to be quiet, so can you zip it for a minute?
But maybe we don't give a shit what Chemo says.
Yeah, I think so.
But maybe he cares about his own ball earthers, Curved, who would like to have a word with Bev. Yeah? How about that, Alan?
Well, wait. You're not going to represent it that way either.
No, Bev wants a word with
Chemo.
Curve, sorry. Hey, the other way around.
Now listen to me. Chemo, I've already addressed this with Bev. Okay? Bev is thick. Bev is a brick. I've already answered this question to Bev yesterday.
No, you didn't.
Who is running their mouth now?
Me, the person that you're talking bullshit about again.
You sounded like a woman. I didn't recognize you,
Mike
Bev.
is shit.
Yeah.
So
No one, we can barely understand what you're saying. And yesterday, I told you about
Right.
it, and you told me I was a lying bitch.
You never. What?
We can go back and listen to it.
No, I just asked you what, because you fucking continually talk while I'm still talking.
Calm down.
So I can't hear
Calm
you.
down, Kurt.
I have to say, what?
It's
I
early.
need a recording. I need you to talk in your turn.
It's hurting my ears.
You're not even involved in this. Why don't you just shut the fuck up, lady? You have nothing to do with this.
No, I wasn't the one who came in and chatted to you yesterday then. No?
You have nothing to do with what Bev is crying about at the moment.
Not crying.
So it's just Bev you want locked up then? It's just
And
Bev you
answered
want
the
locked up
question
then?
yesterday. You're doing it again. You just can't shut that trap, can you?
It's just Bev you want locked up then? You seem to be
I don't give a
contradicting
fuck.
yourself every 5 seconds. So I'm just trying to
don't
clarify.
give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you about this. Why are you doing this? What is wrong with you, woman?
You don't say you're not talking to her and then ask her a question. That's doesn't work, what does it?
Bev, I answered you yesterday during Jem's show. Remember, you guys were all there in the side chat, throwing.
Oh, in where we can.
What? No, I don't think I heard it. You have to do it again.
Yeah.
Please,
No, I don't
please,
have to do anything.
please address it again.
Hold on, motherfucker. I don't have to do.
Yeah, you said it live on video, right? When
that
you
right.
said it the other day.
You got that right.
Right, I got that because Emma showed it to me.
Bev, I don't care what she showed you. Bev, listen to me. I don't have to do anything.
You just said I needed locking up for being criminally evasive. Now, I'm here, Curved. Like I've been all the time. You know where you come and get me. So why are you saying that I need locking up? I need to do prison time.
No.
Yes,
Oh my
that's what you
God,
said.
Bev.
For being criminally evasive. Now I'm here, Curved.
Holy shit. So you know that I answered the question. I told you it was a bit of a joke, and you're still here asking me why.
It's a bit of a joke. Is that how you answered it yesterday?
You said I didn't.
I've never heard what you said. Is that how you addressed it yesterday
How?
by saying it was a bit of a joke? Please?
I said, no, I'm not going to do this again. I answered it. You heard the answer. You repeated the fucking answer. Fuck you.
You sound like you're being evasive there.
No.
We're seeing we're checking with a lawyer to see whether criminally evasive is actually a thing.
Cunt rag. Fuck off. Go die. I don't care what you do.
When
The insults might
owe
sound.
you
The
nothing.
insults would sound better if you had
I
a
owe
decent
you
mic.
nothing.
Are we going to have a chat then about what you were thinking I was being evasive about?
Curve just talks shit
everybody
about people. He
knows.
sits
Yeah.
there, talks shit, and then when people come in to talk to him,
No, Bev.
just
No,
Goes on the
Bev.
tongue.
So
I
you
don't
keep
need to
I
do
can
that.
tell you
Bev.
apart.
Oh.
You're both so fucking stupid. It's hard
Right.
to tell the difference between the
These
two.
people can hear what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a good thing that people can hear you, Emma. You guys say stupid shit. You'd be better off not heard. You're really dumb people.
Yeah, says the guy who can't fix his mic.
It's not my mic, you stupid cunt. How many times you got to be told that?
Wow.
Was it
See, this is
was
why
it a joke?
it's pointless to talk to you people. You
Was it a
have
joke,
zero
Curved?
brain cells. Zero.
When you said you wanted him to go to prison, was it a joke?
No, it wasn't. He was being serious.
But I'm asking Curved. If it's a joke, we can
It
just
was
all move
not.
on and agree that Curve's not funny.
I was asked why. And I answered.
All right, so Bev
I
knows
said,
why.
For being. I did!
I've never heard you. What? Did you
Because
say
you're being,
curved,
you were
please?
being evasive, Bev, so that he thinks you want to go to prison for that. He'd like you to go to prison for being evasive.
How am I being evasive would be another one to answer then.
Yeah.
It's a bit like what you're doing right now.
What, coming and asking you how I'm being evasive?
Except it's worse when we actually try to talk to you about your stupid ass experiments and your stupid beliefs.
Not an experiment.
Like getting very meta.
You see, you're not very listening very much, are you?
Look, dude.
So I just came by to decide when we're going to have our chat.
What chat?
Because you think I'm being evasive, so then you can line up all of the things that you want to ask me, and I can explain to you all of the things we're doing with our test, right? That seems fair, doesn't it?
Guess what? We're not talking.
You're being a bit evasive there, Curved. And yeah, well, might it be yourself that you were talking about when you were saying?
I've answered the question too many times.
Would you like to go over it again, Curve, now? Or
Go
would
to
you
a
just like
doctor, get some help, whatever you need.
You want to leave
But
it at
not
he's
going
evasive?
through this stupid charade with you. It's over. It's done with. It's
Okay,
been
it's done
addressed.
with. It's done with,
I
Bev.
told you what I said, why I said it, and you act like I didn't. Bev, it's this simple. You're dumb. I have no interest in talking to you about any of this shit.
He's being evasive about how you've been evasive.
You're
He is being very evasive about it.
Don't know
We're gonna have
how
to leave
to
it there.
determine the difference between level and horizontal. You're going to die that way. You will never know the difference between level and horizontal because you choose not to. No, that's it. That's the end of it. We're done.
So you don't want to know about
Have
the
a nice
test
rest
we're
of your
doing then?
life. Have a nice rest of your life.
Okay. Have you finished
Go be
talking now?
stupid.
No?
Go be stupid on somebody else's time. I'm done with you.
Okay. So I'd like to say the office still open to anybody else that wants to know about what we do. But I don't think it's much point coming over here and talking about it because you've got people who call me being evasive. So I'm over there at MEUK. Anybody wants to know anything about the test?
While you're here, Bev, I'd like to say that I also think you are evasive.
Oh, how?
Just in all the ways when anyone tries to ask you a question, you tie them up semantically in utter nonsense. So I kind of agree with Curve there. I don't think you should go to prison for it. I think you should just get on with your life and stay away from my children.
Stay away from your children?
I agree you're very evasive about
How
your
would
own
I
delusion.
stay away from your children? What are you talking about?
Well, my girlfriend's children is what I mean. Please
Right.
don't teach them anything about what you think about what words mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that won't happen, so there's no need to
You're
worry
a
there.
cool, funny dude, though.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, earlier on, you did have Tao was saying that level is horizontal. Obviously so. So you've got a few problems going on
not
within
gonna get
your
into that with
little
you.
community. I know you're not, but you say it's me. That's me being evasive. The fact that you guys can't
When
decide
people
what you
ask
think.
When people ask you to explain why you believe this stuff and where you got your definitions from, that's when you start to be evasive.
I give you geometric, logical,
What
and
did the
practical
test
proofs.
entail? How does this prove a flat Earth? And then you'll start being
It's
evasive.
not flat Earth. I've told you it doesn't prove a flat Earth. It's just level being horizontal that you guys
Yeah, which you
have a
think
problem
means
with.
all oceans are now horizontal.
No, that means level is horizontal. That's it. That's it.
That's
Yeah, that's what we
wrong.
established first, right?
It's
and then
totally
from
wrong.
that,
It's just wrong.
Tao said it is. It's correct. So I don't know. You're struggling, like I say.
No, I'm not struggling. I'm fine, mate.
Yeah.
Well, why does he have to agree with Tao? Why does Tao have to agree with him?
Well, because you're saying that I'm wrong, but I just saying what Tao says.
Yeah, okay, so talk to Tao about it. What does that have to do with anyone here?
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, the discussion is there for you guys to have within your own community here. I mean, we've done it over there. We're trying to sort it out. So,
if you have the idea that we're monolithic and somehow in some sort of converging agreement, that's just not the case.
So yeah, it's a massive echo chamber here, where you just abuse people that come in. Yeah, it is.
No, it's the
You
opposite.
massage
No,
each other's egos and
I was-
abuse
I was
people
middle
that come in that sort of contradict
why
what
you're
you
interrupting
say.
me, but
Hey,
So I was saying the-
they
I was
may
saying
all
the opposite of
parrot
that. I
the
was saying-
fucking
hold on,
globe,
Don.
but they don't echo
I
that
was
shit.
saying-
I don't let them echo that
I was
shit.
saying-
They parrot it, not
I was
echo
saying-
it.
I was saying the opposite of that. I was saying that we disagree about a lot of things, and in particular, I think you'll find that Tao is a bit of a lone wolf on stuff. But the idea that somehow you should talk to one person and get the exact same answer as another person is, if you had that idea, I think you just disabuse yourself of it because it's not true.
Yeah, I understand that people have different opinions about things. Yeah, no problem with that. In fact, come over to MUK. You'll find out.
But how is this an echo chamber though, man?
Because the
Anyway.
people accuse other people of being evasive and say that they should go to jail, when the only place they ever come is here. They never leave it, so they get to it's comfy in it. That's all I was saying.
The flat Earth's hit a dead end though, dude. Like, you guys hang out and talk about flat Earth all day. Like,
No,
what do y'all
no,
do?
we don't.
What
Like
the
you,
fuck work are y'all doing?
have you ever been over there and heard what we talk about? And what you determine as flat Earth is just what you guys determine as flat Earth. I mean,
What
some
the
of us,
fuck work are you
some of us
doing?
just say it's level, is horizontal, right? And that's practically showable, right? We can show people that sort of stuff.
No, I'm saying y'all just talk about it though, right?
That makes in my
We
life.
don't just. What do you guys talk about? I mean, we talk about all sorts of different things. I mean, your imagination of what other people do is ruling your mind. I'm afraid. You should start thinking about yourself.
We both have these zones that we go in with friends, and our friends believe the same things as us. We might be deluded, or it might be true.
I want to do work, dude, and by proxy, I want to
both
use
echo
these
chambers.
people that have already fucking took measurements, and I want to proxy use that work as my own, bro. That's why I'm in here talking to the people that do the freaking work. What fucking work are you doing? Like, y'all talking about horizontal and level?
Who's that? Are you saying
You talk
that's
about a
work?
fucking echo chamber?
You're doing work. Somebody, you getting triggered? Who is that?
Don. It's
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing personal work for my own personal mind, my own personal mental exercise. Yeah, I'm building
People
my
in here,
knowledge.
Don, do you think do work to work out what
I
Earth is?
am in here. That's why
Anyone else?
I'm in here.
You said you like
And
coming
it-
here because these are the people that do work. I'm going to challenge
Some
your
of these guys
claim.
have given me a lot of information from some work. Yes.
Sure, they share
Oh, yes.
information, but I wouldn't call that doing work.
Okay.
Bev was actually
I'm-
down the
that's
canal
work
the
for
other
me.
week.
When
was the last time you went down a
I'd
canal?
like to remind everyone we have 2 rocket scientists in the chat here.
Wow. Can I just say I'm going to
Moses
get going.
Rothstein.
If Curved ever wants to have a chat about anything that he's saying I'm being evasive about, he can ask it. All of his questions lined up, and I'll get the display.
Go away then. See ya.
Right.
Congratulations on your high score on the autism test. Good day, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you later.
For short, they should